thoughts end when I start to think.
I've always been afraid my best years have passed. They say the good old days, well, they never last. I've been running into you in my head, in between what could have been. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody seems to leave bittersweet memories. Time does seem to fly. Then it's hard to find, yeah. Used to dine and dash, run and laugh, skinny dip off a ship. Oh, oh, not a worry for a million miles. Driving off, be right back. Oh, oh. 'Cause maybe after all of this time, we meet again with time to spend. 'Cause even after all this time, would you be mine? 'Cause I drop it all just to get you. Always dreamed too big for this little town, but now I can't remember how to slow it down. Time does seem to fly. Then it's hard to find, yeah. I've grown tired of being stuck in a race, office space, it's all fake, yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody seems to cheat, best believe that's not me. Want a midnight sky, rolling high, take a trip on a whim, oh, oh. Not a worry for a million miles, flying off, be right back, oh, oh. Maybe after all of this time, we meet again with time to spend. 'Cause even after all this time, would you be mine? 'Cause I drop it all just to get you.
Well, I mean, it is finally time. Joined with me is Strive. We are here with our VAL AM first qualifier, sponsored by Trade Like Pros. We had a little bit of a rough start. That's why there is a short delay to the stream, but nonetheless, we are here. We're ready. We're going to be seeing two excellent teams in the lower bracket right now. Expandables and Kinship. So Kinship did lose early on to Wichita Wolves, I believe 13-7. And then Expandables did lose 13-3 so far to Trade Like Pros. So this is going to be an exciting one. Unfortunately, one of these teams will be going home after this. But again, top two teams in our VAL AM move on to our essential grand finale, which is a $2,000 prize pool. Sam, what are your thoughts so far?
I'm pumped, guys. I mean, this is huge. Like this for GLG and obviously for this whole VAL AM situation happening. This is big for us. It means a lot to have all of you guys here. I'm excited. It's nice to have a bit of a change here. Having the whole concept of double elim, which is really nice, gives you a second chance to bounce back and breathe a little bit. The pressure's not on you right out of the get go in the gauntlet. But all in all, I'm looking forward to it. The prize pool is massive, so I'm sure the pressure is on too. The teams are definitely feeling it, and I mean, looking at the first couple matches that have been going down endless, we were kind of a little bit delayed getting started, but we're here at last. You can see there's some tough gameplay, some tough pressure. I mean, look at the games here for Kinship and Expendables, 13-7 and 13-4. It's a margin. So these teams are gonna have to bounce back from a tight loss. I think it's kind of heartbreaking or a little bit crushing to have such a big delta when you lose, but I mean, nonetheless, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this tournament pans out. Guys, just so you know, too, it's BO1 until the grand finals that we hit BO3, usual style. Players on Invitational, $2,000 prize pool, 16 invited teams with 10 qualifiers, and it's happening on March 11th and 12th. So that's going to be awesome. And what else? I want to also give a shout out to here, analysts, to Hyperspace Dark and Able Esports, who are also two other sponsors for this. But big ups to TLP for stepping up. They're driving some awesome stuff in the community, and it's a familiar name in the GLG pit of valors and Radiant Arenas. We've seen them before. We're hearing more of them again today. So I'm pumped, man. What are you looking forward to the most here, analysts?
I'm excited to see all these teams. I mean, these have been the top teams that essentially have participated in our Pit of Valors and even, in our Radiant Arena. So, I mean, excited to see all these teams back. Some of them are very familiar names, but they pack a new punch with a brand new roster, for example. So, I mean, I don't really know what to expect. I mean, there are so many teams that we can easily say up that can upset another team. And for the first time ever, I mean, since we've been casting, we're doing Icebox. Icebox, guys. Like we've only ever seen Ascent. We've only really ever seen, Bind and Haven. But Icebox? I mean, I don't even
Question
know.
mark?
Like, what is this map?
Icebox guys, new to the GLG scene, at least I can say for me and Endless. I don't think I've ever casted an Icebox with Endless here, but Icebox is a great map. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing some high tier gameplay, get my notepad out and take a note or two on what's going on over here. But these teams themselves, guys, just so you know, Expendables is relatively new, but obviously they're here for a reason. They have talent. Kinship GG has been playing in GLG events since August. So, these guys have 3 new players on the roster, but let's not dismiss it. They know GLG, they know their way around the tournament scene. I'm sure they're familiar with dealing with the pressure too. So this is going to be nice, but Icebox, guys, very unique map in a sense. Like obviously a new map in from Riot for Valorant, of course, but it's interesting to see how high level gameplay pans out on this. There's a very interesting mid hold situation with Tube offering a bit of an opportunity to split out into kitchen. You can wrap around. There's so much that happens on Icebox, and the verticality endless is, I think, what really makes it awesome to watch. It opens a whole new dimension for util as well. I'm looking forward to seeing the comp and B what they pull out here. What do you think of Icebox, endless? What do you think is probably I guess let's ask this question. Pros and cons or things you're looking forward to Icebox, and where you think teams are going to fall down. What are your thoughts?
Icebox is one of those maps, right? Like I keep hearing it's attack sided, it's defense sided, but
Yeah.
every single time I play a pug or a competitive, I mean, it's never been the so-called attack or defense side. It's always my side sucks and they lose. So
True.
I mean, it comes to the point where it really depends. I mean, I haven't gotten the opportunity to play it in a team environment. I do think the defense side is a little bit easier to with a team. I would say it was still more defense sided in that sense, but I'm super excited to see teams finally start playing this map more and more often, and getting new ideas. I mean, I've even seen some type of sage walls go through tube to be able to boost up on the other side of the wall, other side of tube, essentially, to kind of counteract the quick jet push or omen TP on top of there. But there's a lot of different things that I've seen implemented on this map, and at the same time, seeing competitive teams play it, it's so much easier to kind of understand the map and see what kind of chemistry you need to kind of excel, right?
Definitely. Definitely agree
Mhm.
with everything you said, and I think you make a good point about sidedness, right? That's a great point to touch on. Icebox for me, I still haven't found that comfort zone of giving a percentage to a side, right? Like you said, I don't believe it's once to you could it has its ups and downs at every point in the map on each side. I think it honestly boils down to really good teamwork and getting onto sites and holding them. The one thing with Icebox that I think is a bit different than what we, typically experience with, let's say the Havens or Binds, at least to me, is the way you enter the site is very much, I believe, from one way and one way only, unless you get very strong mid control. Setting it apart from something like where you go out of showers and short on Bind is or Haven, I apologize, right? It's that in itself offers a different style of taking a site, and it's to me two easy entry points. Whereas with Ascent, you're more or less going in from A up the ramp, or you're going in from B from long, unless you can really capitalize on that mid. But like you said, that Sage diff of putting a wall. I've seen a lot of walls go straight down the middle of the tube that blocks it off. You're denied unless you can get there soon and break that wall down. And even then, it's kind of tough because the rest of that wall will build itself up by the time you're able to break the first block. So Tube, strong denies. I'm expecting. I think we're going to see at least one Sage play in this map, and definitely going to see a lot of vertically strong agents, and a lot of one ways too. There's a lot of great one way opportunities with the ciphers and the brimstones and omens too. So, um, I think all in all, I think, let's put Icebox aside for a second and go back to why we're here, right? We're here to support GLG, we're here to support Player Zone, here to support TLP, we're here to support Control. Guys, don't forget GLG10, use that code. It means the world to us, of course. And the what else am I missing here, Endless? Mm,
Well, we have our Discord giveaway actually. So for those that
yes.
don't know, type exclamation mark Discord and join our channel. And once you get in there, go to that giveaway channel, react to that giveaway bot. We are actually giving one member a free large bag, and we're drawing it February 15th. So it's gonna be during the VALAM. It's exciting while you're watching Valorant. Imagine getting that notification. Hey, you just won a large bag of Drink Control. And for those that don't know what Drink Control is, it's a meal replacement. It's probably one of the best on the market right now. We have it, and it's much healthier than ordering Uber Eats. I know everyone's putting on that COVID weight right now, and I mean, why not be healthy while playing or watching Valorant even, right? So, and on top of that, I mean, for those that just joined us, this is our first VALAM qualifier sponsored by Trade Like Pros. Basically, all these teams are Immortal Plus. There's going to be 4 qualifiers, and each one is sponsored by a different organization. So this one is sponsored by Trade Like Pros. It is a double elimination, best of ones until the grand finals and losers in grand finals. So the top 2 today will actually move on to our grand finale event, which is the $2,000 grand prize. So I mean, all these teams are here with that one ideal goal, try to win it all. If not, get the second place and move on to the grand finale, or they're going to try their luck again in our next qualifiers, right? So our next ones, I believe, are March 11th and 12th. So super excited to see how everything's going. This next match coming up is going to be a lower bracket match. So unfortunately, either Expandables or Kinship will be going home today. But I'm interested to see who's gonna win, who's gonna grind it out. Maybe one of these teams will grind out all the way to the losers finals and make it back to the grand finals.
That is the beauty in itself. And I always look back and, reminisce, right? I'm an old soul, but I'm actually not. I'm just kidding. Of the LAN days, and you go to tournaments and you go to the events. And one of the saving graces was always having the losers bracket. But mind you, I always got my butt handed to me in the losers bracket, the upper bracket, the sideways bracket, every bracket I got spanked. But you know what? We do this for the fun, guys. GLG does this obviously to build an awesome community, to have fun with you guys. And I'm more like we diverted off the icebox conversation, and I think my real excitedness is going to show once we get into the match, guys. Because Endless and I have not touched icebox, and it's going to be superb. Endless, I want to say one more thing in terms of comp, right? I have a very good feeling of what I'm expecting to see, given how much Icebox you and I have played, for example. But what's the if you had to pick one agent who you think is the diff, who you think is going to be the deciding factor, all skill even? What is your pick, and who would you say is going to be a determining champion or determining agent that really are you believer in Sentinels on this map, or you think it's not a value add?
I've seen Killjoy do some pretty crazy takes. Oh, well, help with pretty crazy takes.
Definitely.
I wouldn't say there's I don't know. I mean, even while playing this map again, I mean, always being on like the losing end of the stick
Tell
on
me about it.
Icebox, I haven't really even played against people again in a team environment to really be like, okay, this agent is a must have.
True.
Sure, Sage definitely is one of those agents that make getting kitchen control a huge issue on this map. It delays quite a bit. Um, and there's so many angles on this map. It's quite a wide map to begin with, so the res might come into play, and quite like help out the team quite a bit. But I'm gonna have to say maybe Arena. Um, her ability, being able to heal after each kill, and basically being able to disappear in her ult. I think that makes a huge crucial agent in any map. It's one of my favorite characters to even play myself. I mean, Reyna has just been
Yeah.
one of those characters that can make a huge difference if used correctly. So I'm still gonna have to say Reyna. I mean, sure, there's other agents that are way more beneficial in in a map like this, but again, from a simple comp or unrated perspective, I would just use you know trust in yourself essentially, right? Play the Reyna, do what you can with it, but in a team environment, it really doesn't matter.
I'm with you, Endless. I think that yeah, looking back, I think for me, I've been a huge fan of impact agents, right? The ones that can engage and get in quick, the raises, the jets, the Reynas of the world. And I think the one thing that I replay matches that I've played, that we've played, that seen you play, is the one thing that I appreciate the most about Reyna is when you get on a site and you get those long range kills, which I think is amazing. There's a huge opportunity, especially when taking B on this map, of such a long range to kill people that are sitting way back in Snowman. It's great to see Reyna's. And guys, we're breaking in here. Let's see if Endless's Reyna comes to life. So far, there's a Sage that I mentioned earlier, looking like a great choice. And there's the Reyna too. Can we get the 2-in-1 on the same team? That'd be awesome.
That's my man Slender right there.
There it is.
Must be
Slender
watching
gonna
the
slap
stream.
it. Slender, big ups. Thank you for tuning in. If you are, if not, thank you for reading our minds.
Oh,
And I think
Churro!
Churro gonna pick it up. Yeah, buddy. There you go.
No, it's a very interesting setup to see one Sage and the other team not running Sage. But I mean, them running Sage, I think they're giving up the Sentinel. I didn't see a Sentinel on their end, but on Expandable, we did see the Cypher. So another big one, I think, on this map, I would definitely like Sova. Having played
Yes.
Sova quite a few times on this map, that recon dart really allows you to cheat over those rotates, and I think it's very crucial depending on how they use it. And it's weird to see them not use it. I mean, especially on the expandable side, there's no Sova. I'm not too sure if I remember seeing a Sova on Kinship.
I think we're ready to rock and roll here, unless as we're breaking in.
Yeah. So let's see. It looks like they're going to be stacking towards the A and trying to probably take a fast A take here on a pistol round. Excuse us for this short delay. I mean, we're just having some technical difficulties with the score and the HUD up top, but it looks like they're going to be getting an A take quick with flashes going in. Locations revealed. Slender able to take out 2 on the entry into site, and it leaves Expandables on a heavy retake, especially with this wall here. I mean, I'm not sure. I think it's a 3v3 at this point, and Shifty able to take out another 2, which is able to kind of tie up the round, but Slender getting that 3rd and making this a little bit more difficult for Expandables. Ooh. Getting the 4th, and I think it's a 2v1 situation. Yep. I mean, that was a quick round.
Quick round indeed, and Slender making fast work of that Reyna there. And guys, we're working on tweaking some bugs out here. We'll see if we can get you guys looking fresh and pretty with the overlay.
Eat your own heart out, Reyna. there.
We're gonna see if we can fix these this technical difficulty here, because it is a little bit hard to kind of see what's going on. But Vince and Bob able to trade out some kills, brings it to an even 4v4 situation, and it looks like they're still gonna try their luck at A with the rotates coming in by Expandable, but Slender again with that Reyna diff with Sogo taking out another two. And I mean, they have full site control. They're gonna wall off CT and just play for a post plant here, with Carter watching flank as well. I mean, I think this is a very very strong showing to start off.
One enemy remaining.
Definitely. And Endless, I think we're gonna have to do a little bit of GLG wizardry here, friends. As you can see, you're not watching Valorant, you're seeing two beautiful casters on your screen. The current situation, I think we have a bit of a bugger on the overlay, and we don't feel like it's the right decision to bring you guys that right away now. We'd rather get everything ironed out, get the technical issues straight, and make sure you guys are watching primo casted VAL AM tournament here from GLG. I don't want, yeah, unless I think it's the right decision. Let's get the guys squared up, right? Get the stream looking pretty. But all in all, the fantastic 2 rounds we saw of Icebox. I'm kidding, guys. I'm not going to give you post gameplay on 2 rounds of Icebox. Let's be honest here. So thank you for bearing with us, of course, guys. We'll get you guys back into a game very shortly. Endless, I think let's see if what production has in store for us as we work through this.
Yeah, we're gonna hit a quick break here. Try to sort everything out. Again, we want to be able to bring you 110% quality, right? And with this, it's a little bit difficult. We're gonna try to figure that out as soon as we can, and hopefully jump back into the game. If not, we'll be back with the next game shortly, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned.
Okay.
And me, we both live life at full speed, easy to see when we collide. No one walks away easy. I never thought you'd be the one. I never meant to take your heart. I never felt so hard. I never meant to be the one. I never thought I'd break your heart. And after the storm,
So we are back. A little bit quicker than we thought, but we won't be able to actually continue that match. Instead, we got Dreamland actually versus Zero Marksman. So this is an upper bracket match. It's going to be on Ascent. So unfortunate that we're not able to see too much of Icebox. I mean, we got to see 2 rounds, but hey, that's better than nothing.
Heck yeah.
But again, for those that are just joining, we are with our first qualifier in our VAL AM, sponsored by Trade Like Pros. And I mean, this is a map that we've seen numerous times, I would like to say. And is Zero Marksman being a team that we've seen here in our VAL AM here and there. But Dreamland, I mean, I haven't really gotten to see them play, so I'm not familiar with them. But I'm super curious. I mean, both won their respective first matches in the upper bracket and are moving on. Again, it is a double elimination, but it is a best of 1 until the lower and grand finals, which will then be a best of 3s. But who are you thinking is going to take this one, Strive?
I am a strong Marksman fanatic here. The name, the players, the everything about them has just been super. I mean, they played in the Serenity Invitational. They're a team that we've had the pleasure of seeing before in GLG and our different events. But unfortunately, my heart is shattered in a million pieces as we're not going to see Icebox tonight. I'm not going to be the same Strive. I'm sorry, guys. I'm that's it. I'm kidding. I'm not packing it up. But honestly, Ascent, guys, great map. Also, I'm down. It's a change. We've seen a lot of it. I mean, it feels like a little bit of a default map, but it tickles me in all the right places. I definitely like watching some high tier Ascent gameplay. I'd say it's a bit more of a simpler map, a little bit more humble from simple beginnings. Ascent, like it's a traditional map. Whereas Icebox has that, uniqueness to it that we haven't seen. But Ascent really falls back in the, I would say, traditional style of a map, like your D2 style of a map, right? A B middle, pretty differentiated, pretty simple and straightforward. Let's see, Endless. To me, this is another, book. Let's cast some Ascent here, my guy, because we know what to expect. We know this map like the back of our hands. And big ups to TLP for this one again, guys, to be the sponsor for this first qualifier. In our upcoming ones, we're going to have the fantastic Spectral Esports as well, and the Hyperspace Dark and Able Esports to follow the next 2 after. So some names that you guys know, some names that we're familiar with, and I'm just looking forward to getting in and casting a match here, guys. We have been foaming at the mouth to cast some Valorant for you guys, and at last I think we have the kinks ironed out. Endless, getting into Ascent, agent select, thoughts, opinions. Hey, some Sage again. Let's get her.
I mean, everyone's kind of playing relatively simple. Depends on who Jerk chooses to pick here. If he's gonna pick someone else, maybe another entry. It looks like, yeah,
Okay.
it looks like the case. I mean, that looks like the difference. And instead of a Sage, they're gonna run with a Raze. Everyone else seems the same. They both each have a Sentinel. Having one Killjoy on one end and one Cypher on the other. I think in a map like this, either one can be used very, very well and in a different way. Killjoy will be kind of more on the offensive side and defensive side, where they're going to be able to push people, away from sites and things like that. But we're going to have Dreamland starting here off on the defensive side and Zero Marksman on the attackers. And it looks like they're just going to run a set take on A on Zero Marksman here, all grouped up towards A, maybe having one presence mid, kind of just showing a little bit of a good team kind of take here, I'm assuming. And with Dreamland kind of spread out, playing 2-1-2 or 2-2-1, they should be able to get rotates over quick as long as they get info early on.
And Endless, I want to point out one thing. It's always nice when you see teammates that have util lined up like pre-round. It means they have something in the back of their mind that they're looking to do. This ain't some pug style type of matches. They're gonna make a quick work of Short here. Shorty in hand by Jet. Gonna take out one. Johnny to make something happen. Taking out Jet for the trade. Numbers even. Let's see if they continue to press.
Yeah, with the Raze pushed up short, I mean, I don't know if they're going to still check that corner, but it looks like they're just going to delay and just wait it out. See if they can get any extra picks here before fully committing to a site. And it looks like they're just waiting, and Jerk is here posted up. Gets to spot one, but has to reload and gets taken out. But KP with the triple kill being able to stop and slow them down, and all is left down to NST, which is trying to still lurk in the A site, doesn't have bomb, and gets taken out by Ethos. But what a hold!
I have to say one thing. I felt in my heart, deep down, I was watching that. I'm like, this is a trade that is worth it. This was meant to be. And honestly, KP played that well. In my head, I'm like, is he gonna swing with him? What's it gonna happen? But right decision to force them to bait it out. They were in the midst of, you know, pushing up. I think one was also reloading, and KP made quick work of that swing with the classic and did an awesome job there. So the first round going to Dreamland. And looks like we're going to be pressing back on to A again. This time, no short split. Let's see if they can make quick work as NST. He's about to send that recon in. Potentially. Maybe. Today. Here it is, Jerk. Ares onto Carouse. TP from Omen. And they're going to press onto site. No bars being held back here as they are deep, deep, deep into tree. They're going to be met with some resistance here. 1-2 Perseverance. Great job. Good job. And let's that push into tree room with the 3 people. Fantastic decision. Really well done.
Yeah, it was. And look at that Sage wall that Enjoy is using just to peek Heaven, but unfortunately unable to connect. And it's all down to NST again in a 1v3 situation, which he's able to take out Regente, but not Jerk. And I mean, that Ares was just overpowering them from the beginning.
Ares, strongest 1600 investment 2021. Put that one in your strat books, folks. All in all, I'm most pleased with the way they swung that tree room together through the Omen smoke. Nothing held back. They walked through it together and made the connection on the kills, which I think was really the defining factor of that round.
Yeah, it definitely was quick and easy for them. I mean, they knew they had guns. They were wondering if the other team was going to force, but that Ares really took control of the entire round by just spraying one down early on in the round. And I mean, now they're kind of forced up with Sheriff's light armor just to see if they can make something happen. And they're going to switch it up here, having a couple outside B just to make noise, maybe bait out a couple of rotates. But it seems as if Zero Marksman is just going to play a little bit more aggressive, just to try to bait more rotates. And I mean, Dream not really falling for much. They're getting a bunch of information. You got 666 here that's just boosted up and just takes out Perseverance. Not expected, but traded out instantly. And NST, I think they're just going to start grouping up towards B here.
The group up is the play, as Cypher going to take out 1, 2, doing work with the judge, showing who is in order in this courtroom. As numbers are looking very strong right now for Dreamland. Up 2 bodies themselves. Jerk, can he be met with some resistance here? Yes, he can. Taking out 1 on Enjoy, but NST gonna reject him with the Sheriff. And it is all up to poor NST. Just chilling, getting spanked with the blind and getting taken out with, yet again, another Ares.
Or as a matter of fact, the same Ares.
Sorry, good point. Yes, very good.
He did. He got to pick it up, and I mean, that paranoia came in at the perfect time. He tried to peek, and the second he peeked, he got blinded and sprayed down. I mean, now it's their round. It's the gun round. Zero Marksman needs to win this one to kind of reset the tone. And on top of that, you still got Dreamland here bonusing. So even if they do lose this round, it's not a big deal for them. They still have the economy on their back. So this is a bonus round for them. If they are able to capitalize on this map, I mean, that's a huge start. But Carouse able to kind of turn that motion down, taking 2 out on the entry into site. Hopefully gonna try to get the 3rd, but gets shock targeted by KP. And now it's just a 4v2 situation with Zero Marksman heavy on a post plant.
Heavy on a post plant indeed, as Carouse dropping his 50-pound dumbbell on his W key and does not give one hoot as he goes into B and gets 2 clean kills. KP making the right decision in desperation status, throwing the shock dart in front of him. I'd say good choice. Managed to get 1 body out, but Dreamland not feeling too good as 666 gonna take a shot to the back of the head from Perseverance and bringing home a round for ZMM. Much, much, much needed.
Yeah, that was a huge round by Carouse, you know, being able to open up 2 kills on that B site and almost getting the 3rd as well. But KP and his shock darts, I mean, we've already seen, this is only the 4th round. We've seen 2 shock dart kills already. So it's crazy. I mean, it's such an opening start by KP, and I mean, he's just placed the shock darts at the right spots.
KP making quick work of the shock darts, and let's see if he can continue to capitalize on his util that makes Sova such a strong. Before I even finish the sentence, Ethos goes and hits the door and breaks it. That's actually really smart. I don't think I've seen that. Have you, Endless?
I've seen that a couple of times already, and I've started doing it as well. It does throw the opponent team off, and it kind of gets them stuck in that corner after the fact if they didn't notice the door is already broken. But they're able to just get into sight here, get the bomb down. I mean, Zero Marksman is showing some resiliency here, trying to win back some rounds and try evening up the match here.
Yeah, and they're posted up in a very, very nice spot. Enjoy has his easy bake out on top of his wall, just hanging out, waiting for a push through the Omen smoke, and that's not going to happen. And there's the Jet coming in. Karus connecting with the Stinger, taking out 666. Sitting under hell here as he's going to Enjoy about to get swung. Can he connect on Ethos? Yes, he does. Heal coming out. He gets caught out by KP. Numbers 2 versus 2. Hunter's Fury dispatched. Perseverance going to make the connection. And just like that, KP manages to connect one more. And NST from downtown connects the Hunter's Fury to bring home the dub for ZMM.
Man, that was the battle of the Sovas there with KP. Again, another shock dart kill. 3 already so far in this match, and I mean that's well placed. But NST again with that Hunter's Fury able to find him last minute to be able to kill him before the defuse even begins. So good round by ZMM. Now I would say Dreamland is slightly hurting for cash. A lot of them light armor, light buy, trying to make something happen. Maybe they're going to get a little bit more aggressive here just to get early info and push the team back. And it seems like they're going to do just that. With that raise nade, he's able to clear out long A. Doesn't spot anyone, so I think the rotates are going to start cheating towards mid and B, which seems to be the case. And lo and behold, Zero Marksman, they're all outside B right now, so they're going to be running into this stacked B site.
Have no fear. The backup is here as another Hunter's Fury coming out. Enjoy making quick work of that wall. Cypher Cage blocking off the right side of sight here as KP stuck with 1-2 in the head. Enjoy gonna take out Jerk as well. KP is still well and alive. Can he connect another one for the books? It is up to Cypher, who is trying to jump. Shoddy KP with a 4. Can he get the 5? No, Karus gonna deny KP as is up to the lonesome Ethos now. Omen greasing around here. Can he connect it? Yes, he can. He was actually not alone. I completely take that back. But good job, Dreamland. You did it.
What a round. KP with 2 opening picks gets, I think, 4 in total. Almost the ace. He's just been playing out of his mind right now.
Out of his mind, indeed. Great start so far, Endless. I think we're getting some solid tier gameplay. I'm really enjoying this match so far. I feel that the pace and the energy is definitely there. There is no hesitation from either of the teams, in my opinion.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to set up for a little bit of a default here. Zero Marksman just started to play it a little bit safer after losing the last round, going back to a general default just to get some info, make some early noise, and hopefully get some rotates again, baited over. But no one has really advanced so far. No one's gotten that opening pick to kind of open up any round. NST here, throwing out that owl drone just to see if there's anyone hiding wine, but doesn't get the distance that he was looking for. But then again, you have 2 people stacked close on short for that early retake and rotation. I think this is going to be a very hard take unless they go towards B.
Part of me says that they're going to make their way towards the A. Yeah, they're posted up heavily here, Endless, and I think KP on Sova, he starts to smell a little bit of what's going on, and he migrates over towards the spawn area, going to get ready for a quick rotate. They're going to be met with a little bit of a resistance here as they're going to execute on A with 34 seconds. It's time to go. Jerk posts it up. Going to throw the nade out. Paint can. Can it connect? Wastes a good amount of time. A solid 5 seconds gone there as they now have to make the move, and the team has already started rotating.
And they're just going to be able to run in and storm through sight leaves it down to a 4v2 situation now with that res. But KP able to get NST down and almost catches the Sage as well. But now it's a 2v2 situation brought down to a 1v1, and Perseverance, couldn't say he didn't persevere there, but he definitely did, and was able to bring them another round closer to evening it up, and now score is 4-3.
Dreamland definitely has their work cut out for them. They're being faced with a very strong attacker side. ZMM has no shame or no resistance, or they don't hold anything back when they're running into a site. They group up and they execute, and they're not afraid to run down the timers, and that's fantastic. I think that has always been a very good strategy, is to take that timer down low, really put some doubt into the enemy team or the defender team's mind as to what's going to be happening. And you know what? I'm happy that we saw that paint can come out up early. It bought a little bit of time for the rotate, but it was not enough, as Jerk taking the man advantage up. Now is the time to vibe, right? You're a defender. You're up one pick. Just breathe a little bit, as Ethos says, now, you know what? I want one more man advantage. Carouse, Johnny with one in his back pocket as well, as they are going to be executing on to B. Johnny! Connections everywhere.
Gun here.
They're going to be able to just kind of work their way towards B. It leaves Dreamland on a 2v3 retake situation with KP trying to clear market, but Enjoy posted close up, but KP checks it. He checks his corners. He must have watched our other streams, because there were so many teams that just don't check their corners. And I mean, Carouse able to bring it down to a 2v1 situation with a Killjoy lockdown, which kind of forces KP to delay his retake. And now, I mean, is he going to try to go for this with 45 health? I think so. The other team is completely hurt, but knives are out. I think this is a very winnable round still, but now the time is running low, and it doesn't seem like he's going to be able to do so. And Carouse still able to get down KP and brings the lead. Well, actually, down to a tie. So now it's a 4-4 tie.
My bones were tingling for KP there. I truly thought he had it. He's in a bit of a rut now. Well, not all. I mean, altogether, look at it right now, guys. They're on, I think, a little bit of a tight financial situation. This is the round they truly need to stay in. And we see the operator out for 666, so he's made a big $5,000 investment, and he's got to hold that thing near and dear to his flying heart as they want to try and connect this round. ZMM rallying, gonna tie it up here 4-4.
Yeah, if he does lose that, it's gonna be tough. He's gonna be broke the next round. I mean, I think he just needs to play a little bit more passive, get some early on info, let them run into him, hold a post plant or like a solid angle, and just allow the offense to kind of go towards him. But it looks as if, again, they're just running into a slow default, making presence mid, making presence B. I'm hoping they don't continue to default back towards A, because it seems as if that's been their game plan the last couple of rounds. But I think 666 just jumping up top mids, trying to spot mid passively, which is a good sign. I mean, that's exactly what we're looking for. But, oh man, they're going to take mid quick without being spotted, and 666 has no option but to rotate CT, which is fully smoked off. I think they're going to have to fall off for a retake.
Ethos making quick work. He's going to get over to meet his buddy there at the back of site. Jerk going to pick up one, going to pick up two. Can he get three? Ethos doing work with his teammate who teleported over. NST going to try and even out the numbers. Trades going left, right, and center. It is up to the poor Killjoy, who got absolutely devoured by that Raze ult early on, as 666 going to put that $5,000 badonkadonk to good use and take him out, bringing the lead up for Dreamland by one round here.
And able to essentially come back and take that lead again. But I mean, Zero Marksman right now, their money is hurting. They have to light buy some Sheriff, they have to light buy armor. They're not in a good position to win out this round, but nonetheless, they have 4 rounds already on the attacker side, which some teams already think that's more than enough.
4 rounds is good, 5 rounds is good, you know, 13 rounds is even better. Ain't nobody complaining. But you know what, at this level of gameplay, Endless, I agree with you. It's very respectable to end your half, you know, regardless of which half you're on, with 5-4 rounds. It's great. Gives you some padding room or some room to make some mistakes. as Jerk gonna connect a shot into Karus. Jerk's just popping off here. This guy doesn't miss heads. Can he get one more? Yes, he can. 3. Why are they individually swinging is the real question on this.
Jerk and KP have just been holding down their respective sites quite well so far. They're the driving force of the defense for Dreamland right now. But yeah, I totally agree. What was that individual peak instead of peaking as a team? Especially knowing you guys are on a save, they should have pushed together. I mean, there's not much to expect, especially with a disadvantage to begin with. So they need some sort of an advantage by peeking together there.
I'm with you, and I'm disappointed. You know, that's a tight angle on its own. There's only so many places you can be when you swing True Room like that. You're in a little tiny, you know, narrow alleyway, and you're gonna get shot. You know, if you swing with 2 or 3, I mean, it is what it is at this point. Unless Dreamland sitting on a comfy 2-round lead, man advantage ZMM. Etho's gonna walk peak short. Not the brightest move, but Karus making quick work of that, and Dreamland is definitely struggling, but 666 gonna hold tight to that operator as they're gonna make their way back towards A. ZMM, textbook wall from Enjoy as he's gonna whip his easy bait count and sit on top of that guy. Yet again, no shocker, spike being planted. Let's see if they can hold this off once the sucker gets put down.
I really like this Sage wall. I mean, not just with the extra factor of, oh my god, after I break the door, there's still a wall to break down, but just the spot being able to spot heaven, and 666 with that quick flick shot, and Perseverance able to trade that out quickly and bring it down to a 3v2, but it gets evened out by KP. I mean, KP still has Hunter's Fury, has 2 shock darts,
Enemy remaining.
and now it's only down to him, and he's going to be stuck in sight, getting revealed over and over until NST just finishes it off.
Last round
ZMM
in the
is
half.
feeling really good now, sitting on another round in their back pocket. This is panning out to be a very stiff half so far. Dreamland is doing really good work, though, holding them off. I am very pleased with their teamwork. ZMM also making quick work of that and putting another round in their back pocket. So, endless, I think we're going to end on a 6-6 half. What do you think?
I mean, 7-5, 6-6, either one. I think it's a good statement by Zero Marksman. You know, especially them being, you know, on the attacking side, just winning the pistol just essentially brings them back into the game. But with that strong showing that KP has been doing, I think it's gonna be a 7-5.
5 is a wrap. Zero Marksman,
Sides.
fair, more than fair. They definitely had a great showing, and numbers are looking good. This is going to be a awesome half, guys. I'm excited to see if they can close this gap early on the defense side, and Zero Marksman make things even more interesting for us and our awesome viewers here tonight.
I mean, what has been the pistol meta? I've seen it switch non-stop. I mean, one day it's the Ghost, one day stick with the classic. Now it seems to be the Frenzy. I haven't had good luck with the Frenzy. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the gun, but it seems like it's working.
I'm a huge fan of this frenzy fiasco that's taking place on Tree Room. I'm all about this, you know. The firing squad is heavy posted up. Interesting how they're grouped so well together. I mean, this is actually a very great tactic. All in all, you're with a team. Blind, coming out, swing, Karus, making work of Ethos as he dashes out. Great positioning, Karus knowing that he can get out of there really quickly with the dash. Jerk is going to meet someone here with a kaboom. Can he clean one up? Most definitely not, as doors close, and they know they're all in heaven. Solid plant, and now comes a hold.
It's going to be a very hard hole, especially with all 4 or 5 of Zero Marksman's players being in Tree Room there. I'm surprised and they were only able to get one entering sight. And I mean, KP able to take out Karus, but Perseverance and AR Johnny able to open up the round again. And again, like I said, Zero Marksman, if they win this pistol, they're back in the game.
Zero Marksman. That is what I was talking about, guys, before we got into this half. They get this. We got a 7-7 game. We are looking crispy here, guys. You know what? Despite the pickles that we faced earlier, this was a match worth waiting for. And I'm really happy that Endless, myself, and production team are able to bring this one to you guys. 7-6 in favor of Dreamland. Zero Marksman. Gotta even it up here. They're still not down and out, though. This is going to be tight. Will this go to overtime? My prediction is yes, but it's a little too early. I like predictions, Endless. I like throwing something out there to see what I end up with, you know?
Yeah, I mean, all this food talk that you're bringing up is getting me a little bit hungry. Especially with, you know, an oven and whatever types of goods you're baking. It seems like a good time, but I don't think this is going to go to an overtime. I don't know which team is really going to win yet, but I'm expecting a final score somewhere around the 13-9 mark. And I mean, Enjoy and NST able to show their team what's up. I mean, essentially taking out two of their players brings it down to a 4v3 situation. Dreamland has no choice but to kind of go A here. With it walled off, do they know Enjoy's playing close? KP does trade him off instantly, but Perseverance gets traded off as well as 666, and it brings it down to a 1v2 situation. He's gonna close doors and try to bait the rotates fully to A and try to sneak past them, and I think it's gonna work.
Invisibility Cloak is on. Zero Marksman are working really well together. Endless connecting fantastic trades, swinging together as a unit, not playing the 1v1 game, and that makes me very happy. And Cruz is chilling. NST is chilling as 666 is on a different planet, and they're gonna have to lace the Jordans up, as I always say, and run over to the other site. 666 is in a good position unless he could clutch this.
I mean, some would say Zero Marksman just got jebaited, and it seems like Case, I mean, with that door close, it really fooled them to believe he is stuck inside and he didn't close the door behind, like he essentially closed the door behind him and not have slipped through again. And they're gonna clear up backside, but 666 has to work a little bit quicker, and he's able to bring out Karus, which now is a 1v1 situation. And can he bait the plant?
Ooh!
He does. He kills him instantly.
You guys suck.
And just like that, Dreamland, they take away that momentum. That force buy was all well worth it. And they bring the score up to 8-6.
666 must be feeling super good about that. KP is sitting on the crispiest 24 bomb, feeling really good. Jerk, wow, that is doing fantastic. I just had jerk chicken like last night for dinner. I gotta say, my guy repping it, killing it. 13-11 right now. Dreamland is feeling good. If you guys haven't figured out yet, I'm hungry, right? So let's keep trucking along here, guys. 8-6. I still feel a tie coming on, unless let's see as they tempo change a little bit, eh? Definitely not committing quickly, slowing it down.
I mean, you're hungry, I'm hungry. Just now on the tab menu, I just saw that part of the map that said pizza as well. And I mean, I'm starving. So at this point, I kind of want to get some food. I mean, jerk chicken, sure. I doubt that's what his name really means. I think it's a different type of jerk, but we never know, right? And I mean, nonetheless, KP and Jerk have just been showing their strengths and insane fragging ability. And look at, correct me if I'm wrong, I think KP's at 24 kills right now.
Yeah, KP's backpack is pretty much about to explode at this point, albeit his team is providing a solid effort. Yeah, this is something what's happening here.
No chance.
Yeah, KP just literally bathed himself in olive oil and slipped into spawn there. So Cypher, Cam, is he gonna swing on this? Hello, hello, hello. Yes, amazing choice. Well done, bringing the number advantage for Dreamland. This could be a 9-6 here.
It most definitely could be, and especially with Zero Marksman being on a save here, they don't really have a lot of guns to work with. They haven't gotten any kills to be able to pick up any guns, and right then and there, Dreamland, as I'm saying it, is just able to shut down the round, and that was a pretty flawless round, only losing one person to a save. And now it's a full buy round for both teams, or maybe not. Maybe Dreamland's just gonna bonus here with whatever they could get.
New strat, bonus till round 13 or round 12, easy. Then you never have a financial. I'm sorry, I'll stop. Dreamland is probably feeling really good about themselves right now, but I'm not going to dismiss Zero Marksman and their potential. I think that they can definitely claw back. We've seen amazing gameplay by them, and I'm kind of upset. You know, that same wing ability that we saw that I was, you know, applauding when they were on the attacker side. I'm not seeing too much of that on the defenders, on the retakes, but they're kind of being, as you said, Endless, debated left, right, and center by Dreamland as 666 insight all the way. Perseverance cannot persevere that time.
You know, the more and more we talk about Dreamland, and the more and more I start thinking, is it an amusement park? What kind of funnel cakes do they have? You know, what kind of cotton candy? Like whatever there is to eat there, bring it to me, because I'm hungry. And it looks like they're hungry for this win too. I mean, being down, I mean, oh, never mind. I mean, they were hungry for the round, but Zero Marksman able to swing and retake that really quickly. But nonetheless, Dreamland was on that bonus like we were mentioning, and now they're going to be on a full buy. So Zero Marksman really has to hold this down. Otherwise, momentum's going to shift right back in Dreamland's way, and they're going to give out free cotton candy.
Is it bad that I'm kind of speechless imagining cotton candy? Like, with this whole situation that we're in, guys, with this whole pandemic debacle, I miss cotton candy and funnel cake. I miss amusement parks. Man, all right, let's just keep going. I can't. This is too much. I'm having a sensory overload of thoughts and sounds of things that I haven't done in so long. But we have Valorant. We have GLG. 9-7. Dreamland feeling good. Still have a gap. Like you said, unless they bonused and they're chilling now on a buy, so let's see what they can make of it as KP. Shock Dart. Oh no, I lied. Recon. And Enjoy. Gonna drop the wall. Pronto, as KP says, I know there's someone in there who walled, and he cannot connect anything from the Hunter's Fury. Man down for Dreamland. ZMM is feeling good. Can they connect the shots like the marksmen they are?
Yeah, Zero Marksman has done a good job so far. I mean, bringing it down to a 4v3 situation, which makes it a lot harder for Dreamland to really take a site here. But Dreamland is kind of grouped up towards mid and trying to make something happen here. And again, KP is still alive. So with KP and his insane skills so far in this match, he's been able to open up rounds and change the outcomes non-stop. So I wonder if that's going to be the case here.
As Perseverance gonna TP and cancel right away as he smells blood here. KP's gonna do some investigation. The blind coming out. They're not gonna be committing on a short anytime soon, as Perseverance is gonna get his butt out of there, TP away, and they are gonna make a swing and a run over to B, as Dreamland is gonna go as Ethos packing one in his back pocket. Karus is gonna get swung, playing it smart, chilling, but KP's gonna make a shot connect. No, Karus 1 and 2.
10 seconds.
Gonna bring that home with 9 seconds. Put that one in the books, Endless. ZMM, the marksman, clawing back. Gonna take another round. 9-8. This is getting tight.
That's a good round. That's a good round. I really liked what 666 and KP tried to do there to bait that CT pick by just shoulder peeking and trying to spam the wall, just to bait out to see if there's actually still a player there. And it did work, but I mean, 666 was able to hold it down there. Oh no, sorry, Karus was actually able to hold it down there and take out 666 along with KP to bring it into a very difficult round. But now, like you said, it is 9-8. Tempers are probably starting to flare. People are getting a little bit more nervous, and 666 already getting into market. But I don't think Enjoy or anyone is expecting that. But with that slow, it does prevent a lot. But Karus able to open up 2, but not 3.
Enemy remaining.
Wow, 666 is taken out, and now it's all down to Ethos, which is lurking in CT spawn in a 4v1 situation.
If caster cams were still on when Karus got that 3rd kill, my eyes peeled from closed. I'm kidding, not closed, but from neutral state to holy canoles. That is huge, and he ended up with a nice 1 HP at the end there. All in all, Karus must be very happy with that, doing a solid 3K amount of work there as Ethos revealed. He's in a bit of a sticky position as now everyone and their parents know where he is. think he's just gonna vibe. He's gonna take it easy, see what he can make of it. Stomping around in B main. And Johnny says, my guy, not today. Not today. A 0 marksman. 9-9. Guys, we're if you smell that, I smell a tight game.
That's a back-to-back, 2 back-to-back essentially big rounds by Karus, you know, holding that CT, preventing them from getting into the B the first time, then now dashing into B main and getting 3 kills. That's a solid hold, and I mean, we've seen Karus do some crazy things in the past as well. I mean, being able to hold certain sites, different maps, I mean, he's done a lot, and we definitely know the skill is there, so I'm excited to see the battle between KP and Karus. It seems like it's going to be the story that kind of unfolds here. I mean, it is a 9-9 tie game. Both teams are on a full buy here. Can he get anyone with the showstopper? I don't think he can. There's no time. Ooh, that was close.
Close, but no shiga. As Spike going down, Hunter's Fury going to make an attempt to deny that. KP's got to weave and dodge as he gets away safely. NST managed to connect 1 charge of the Hunter's Fury, and now the hold is on. Killjoy lockdown is active for the defenders, and they're going to use this to their advantage. Hopefully KP1 getting traded out by Johnny, going to take him out as well. 0 marksman up 1 body here. Can they make this happen? Karus is on it. He's sticking, getting sprayed. Ethos forcing them off as NST gonna connect with the Odin. It is up to Cypher. Patience, patience. 1 more for the books, my guy. Yes!
That all came in at the right time. What a clutch.
Just like how that screen flashed there when he clutched that, that was clutch. That was really well done. As that ult, I think, was the diff, letting him win that round. And great patience as that spike was being diffused. Well done.
Yeah, that was a huge round, and I mean, Dreamland had no business in winning that round until the end. I mean, everything was shining towards 0 marksman's side of view, essentially, especially with that Killjoy lockdown. They were able to get a good amount of value before the lockdown actually happened. And then with that Omen TP, I mean, Ethos, I believe, was trying to do it. We've seen Sean Gares do that. It worked, but now everyone's just aware of it. So, valiant attempt, but nonetheless, they were able to clutch that round out.
Clutch indeed, is Karus gonna absolutely demolish Jerk there, who has been putting on quite a show for us on the Rays. Swing, Cypher gonna catch Killjoy, util in hand, and absolutely demolish with a headshot as they're gonna make quick work. Persevere! He definitely holds on by a thin strand, taking out Ethos with the shot through the smoke that was dropping down. 666 is posted up here, watching that window, holding heaven patiently. He's gonna hold that with no dash available, so he's got to make a shot connect, as the advantage right now in favor of 0 marksman. Endless, they need this round.
They definitely do. And honestly, judging by the way this game has been going, I kind of do want to see that overtime you're mentioning. It seems as if whoever's really getting control of the map is whoever's losing first, like in terms of the numbers game. I mean, certain teams have had their mistakes here and there to be able to open up rounds, but Rajante able to ace this round. Here when we think, oh, they got KP, they got Jerk. I mean, who else could they possibly need to win this match? And you got Rajante that just comes in, aces, and has something to say about that. Mention my name, put some respect on it, and there it is. I mean, aces that round, shows us this is exactly, it could actually be turning out to that 13-9 like I was talking about.
Let's see, Endless. It is the battle of the predictions between you and I think Cypher is definitely feeling himself after that clutch that he pulled off, and it showed with that super ace, and now he's sitting yet again on another alt available. Let us see if they can keep the momentum strong and bring it home. Dreamland really craving, really itching to bring this home. 11-9, gonna take it slow, gonna vibe, as they're gonna work, I think, a strong mid control here and then break off to what I'm gonna go ahead and guess. Actually, you know what? Could be either site. We see some Raze presence, some Jet presence. They're gonna work a slow default.
Yeah, just lurking, just being patient. Like I said, it's essentially been coming down to whoever loses the people first. Getting too aggressive, getting taken out. It just makes it a world of pain, especially on the attacker side. Trying to take a site with a man or two down, it's not ideal. And with that map presence, it's essentially allows the defense to kind of cheat rotates over. But again, both teams are being very patient. They're not getting too aggressive. You have Karus posted up in wine. As long as he stays passive here, he's going to be able to hold this round together. I think they're going to be checking it.
Strong A
no,
commit.
they're not.
Karus, that wasn't the right choice. I really wish he waited just a hair longer, as KP getting slapped by the swarm by Killjoy. Kills coming out, and I think ZMM is not in a fantastic position. My heart's pounding for these guys. That Killjoy turret's still gonna sit there and do some work onto 666. Let's see if they can retake this successfully. One pick before being taken out. Endless. Ethos posted up with his buddy Cypher underneath Rajante. Swing on one. He knows there's one more there. Did his teammate call it out? He hears him. Who can swing better?
Player standing.
Ooh! Absolute
That was a
slap.
kill and a half. But he's definitely not expecting where Jerk is playing. Oh! But Vesemir is able to get him through the smoke!
No!
What? What? What just happened?
Excuse me?
Match point.
Oh my Lanta!
Oh, so Satchel was there. Oh my. That was just a series of unfortunate events. I mean, I don't want to say that it was planned, but it seemed like, you know what? He could be hurt. Let me just throw the Satchel. But nonetheless, that kill through the smoke, I mean, I thought he won that round.
I thought that too, but 666 holding W. Enjoy gonna take him out. KP for one as well. My heart is pounding from that round. That was, who needs brimstone alls? Who needs, whatever, man. Just throw satchels on top of the bombs now as raised before you die. That's the new meta right then and there. Dreamland is definitely craving to win this one, as Zero Marksman have to keep on pushing. They don't want this out. Rajante, 1, 2, jerk!
Attackers win.
My prediction. My prediction.
All right, I owe you lunch.
I mean, wow, what a match. The last round, I'm going to be honest, I wasn't even paying too much attention. I mean, I saw 666 dash into the site, but after that dash, pulls out his knife and starts swinging at the Sage. I don't think that was planned. I think he kind of misclicked or had the knife out prior to the dash by accident. But man, what a fashion. Dreamland able to take out Zero Marksman 13-9. I mean, it's not the end of Zero Marksman. They're going to be in our lower bracket. I have high hopes for them. I think they could even actually fight all the way to the finals. But I'm interested to see, how Dreamland continues on from this point. I mean, they won this. They're feeling good, especially that round. I mean, that was such a crazy round. I'm sure there will be clips of that everywhere. But even then, I'm also curious to see if Dreamland doesn't make it all the way there. I would definitely like to see a rematch between these two.
Yeah, I would too. And don't worry, guys. Give it 2 hours and 26 minutes, and you're gonna see flights putting satchels on top of every bomb now on YouTube. That's a play to put in the books. I think that's really cool. A first for me that I've seen. That was just something else. Whether it was like you said, planned, not planned, I think it was just awesome. And in a situation where you're up in the higher ends of the rounds to bring it to the 12-9, that's such a great way to end off a match. And I'm sure Dreamland is feeling so good about that. I will say probably one of my favorite Ascent matches that we've casted so far. Endless. You agree with me on that?
100%. That round alone was probably one of the most exciting rounds I've seen in GLG so far. And dude, we get exciting rounds nonstop. But dude, that round, that was some out of this world, like left, right, and center. As a caster, it was just who's winning this round. First, that spray through the smoke. I was like, oh my god, he won the round. That's insane. Next, the satchel just comes into play. I was just like, what is going on? Like, what is going on? If I was on that team, I probably would have jumped out of my chair. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'd have my head through my monitor and my mouse in the washing machine at this point. Let's be honest here, um, guys. I think we're gonna hit a break here real quick, guys, and we're gonna come back to you for some more fantastic gameplay. Stay tuned. Be sure to hit up all the interactive options here in the Twitch chat. Of course, guys, we are looking forward to casting some more for you, and we're happy to be at full swing now. Overlays, production looking fresh. I'm hitting my desk and my camera shaking. I apologize, but that just shows you how excited I am. Big ups and lots of love from Endless and myself to you guys. We'll be back very soon and talk shortly, guys.
My heart is beating, it's magical. The music's playing, losing control. The things I'm feeling, so mystical. Oh, the rhythm goes, and I can't feel the heat. And I keep moving to the beat. Cause I'm letting go. Gotta let them know. Losing all control on the dance floor. We don't care, we dancing all night long. We don't care, we dancing all night long. We don't care, we dancing all night long. My heart is beating, it's magical. The music's playing, losing control. The things I'm feeling, so mystical. Oh, the rhythm goes, and I can't feel the heat. And I keep moving to the beat. Cause I'm letting go. Gotta let them know. Losing all control on the dance floor. We don't care, we dancing all night long. We don't care, we dancing all night long. We don't care, we dancing all night long. Dancing all night long. 'Cause I'm letting go. Gotta let them know. Losing all control on the dance floor. We don't care, we're dancing all night long.
Holding on to what I know, to everything I've learned, what is real and fabricated. What is wrong? What is my problem? What can I get out of this world that I created? Fighting the storms in my head. Don't know where I have been. I'm alone, no one to turn to, no one understands. Shit's too complicated. Away, and I feel like I am someone else. Away, and I feel like I don't know myself, no. Away, and I feel like I don't know my name. And I don't want to live this way. I don't wanna keep on wasting a life. I'm drowning in my head, I'm losing my mind. And if you could know, yeah, if I could show you, I don't wanna keep on living this life so faceless.
Divine, and we back.
Can't nobody tell me nothing. Made it through the wind and rain. I turn nothing into something. No more dealing with their assumptions. Cause I do what I gotta do and I know. Can't nobody do it like me. All they do is judge me for who I might be. Maybe if they took some time to pick my mind to see that I'm cooler than lemons and iced tea. All I wanna do is live it up with the homies. Everybody really talking as if they know me. But I guess I gotta face it. I'm so tired of being faceless.
I don't wanna keep on wasting a life. I'm drowning in my head, I'm losing the mind. And if you could know, yeah, if I could show you, I don't wanna keep on living this life so faceless.
So faceless. She burns the bridges in my head by lighting up a fire. Bury my old thoughts instead so you could feel the same. I lay alone with you inside my mind. We would dance the night away to the morning light. Can I give you all of my love till we dance the night away? Can I give you all of my love till we dance the night away? And we give you all my love, all my love, all my love. And we give you all my love, all my love, all my love. Yeah, yeah. And we give you. You look so good in the morning light, reflections in my mind. Missing the fights, I don't care if I'm right, let's just buy a bit more time. I live alone with you inside my mind. We would dance the night away till the morning light. Can I give you all of my love till we dance the night away? Can I give you all of my love till we dance the night away? And we give you all my love, all my love, all my love. And we give you all.
Welcome back, beautiful people of GLG. Sorry, I had a frog in my throat there. We were talking before we went live here, and I was drinking coffee, and I think it went down the wrong pipe. But welcome back. We are happy to have you guys yet again, coming off of a crispy, amazing, eventful, action-packed game. The last two rounds were just off the hook. That Ray Satchel that shot through the Omen smoke. I mean, everything about that was incredible. And we are back, guys. Little change of pace for you. Endless. We are going to be slapping some classic Bind. And we're going to be playing or watching rather Wave Runners versus Dreamland, the team you guys just watched. Dreamland obviously feeling really good about themselves, and Wave Runners definitely making an impact, taking out YFP in their previous matchup. Thoughts, Endless? What does your gut say? Thoughts on Bind? Give me the brain dump.
I mean, this seems to be the upper semis. So winner of either one of these matches, I mean, they're gonna go to the grand finals. Well, the upper finals, sorry. So
Sure.
both teams have proven, nonetheless, that they deserve to be here. None of them have dropped a single map yet. So with Wave Runners being a repeat team that we've seen quite often, they've never been short of impressing us. So I'm excited to see, especially with Dreamland coming off such a hot win. I mean, that round again, still in the back of my head, it was ridiculous. It's downright insane and disrespectful. And now you have Wave Runners that is gonna try to stop that. So I mean, the map kind of changing pace to bind here. So again, we're used to seeing Ascent and bind time and time again. I mean, I'm still kind of sad that we've got to only see 2 rounds of Icebox. I mean, 2 rounds of Icebox. Still more Icebox than we've ever seen. So awesome. Super excited for that. But I mean, comps, I'm expecting a pretty traditional comp throughout. I mean, a duelist, at least a sentinel, controller here and there as well. I think it's going to be pretty generic. I don't think anyone's going to really pull out anything surprising here. I think a lot of teams have actually stayed away from Sage as well on this map now. Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Sage has been something that's kind of fallen off, especially on Bind. I think it still has its place on the ice boxes of the world, which unfortunately we didn't get a chance to cast. But getting into it, Bind is probably one of my all-time favorite maps. Just the diversity, the presence of the teleporters, just everything about it makes me feel it's really fun to watch, and it gives you a whole nother, like I said in previous casts. If you guys know Endless and I, we talk about this. It's a whole different dimension to Valorant, something that you don't see in traditional first-person shooters of the world, like your CS:GOs. It's just something different, and it's cool. Like that's what it is. It's cool, but then again, shooters can also be a curse. We're about to get into this lobby, guys. Again, huge ups to TLP for sponsoring this first qualifier. Thank you as always. A familiar name, Trade Like Pros. Always have a presence in the GLG community, and we thank you for that. And I think we're about to pop in here, Endless. I'm expecting, like you said, traditional comp, nothing out of the ordinary. Your, traditional Sentinels, and nothing too out of the box. And I think Dreamland is definitely feeling good. But you know what? Wave Runners is equally rooting. This is upper semis. This is a big deal. And let's see if our Sage call becomes a thing. I think so.
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. I mean, it's good to see KP now switching to a Sky instead of Sova. Both, I think, are going to go towards the Omen route. Both having a Sentinel. Both having at least one duelist. I mean, we got Wave Runners with 2, with Raze and Jet. But I'm waiting to see what 666 picks. I mean, he was picking Jet earlier on in Ascent. I'm assuming he's going to go along the same route. So it's going to be essentially a slight difference, Sova and Sky. I mean, pretty respectable, I would say. Just not a lot of info, but looks like 666 might be going with Sova.
I'm definitely going with that Sova. And guys, you know what? There's one thing here that we forgot to talk about, right? We talked about food and hunger, right, and the whole situation. You guys obviously notice that we're on Player Zone's Twitch TV there, right? So guys, Player Zone's like probably the first and only gaming esports restaurant and lounge. They're up in upstate New York, and they're open for all your private parties and events, and that's kind of cool. Like, up in here in Canadaland where it's nice and cold, I wouldn't mind having the chance to chill out in some, a little bit of a different environment. So that's really cool. I want to point that out. That is something that I wish we get here one day. But guys, getting into Bind, I'm feeling good about this. Predictions, Endless, you nailed it on the head with the 13-9 call in the last game. Your spidey senses are definitely tingling on all fronts. I don't know. I think Dreamland is feeling really good. Maybe I'm going to take your gamble, 13-9 again. I know it's too early, but this is always fun because, sometimes you get it right and you feel good about yourself. We are loading in and going live, everyone, as we are on Bind, bringing you the semis. Let's get it.
Yeah, I think overall, I don't want to really start off too early and be like, yeah, it's going to be a 13-9, or I want to see a couple of rounds before I have a solid idea and want to venture a guess here. I haven't seen Wave Runners play. We haven't gotten the opportunity or privilege to essentially cast them yet, even in our Pit of Valors. And I mean, with this being a Val AM, there's a lot more at stake, and they're definitely trying to go for that top 2, if not win it all. But they still got a couple of big names to go through.
That they do, as That fantastic Yuto from the sky. Gonna go through the teleporter. Okin 1. Slow motion with 1. Our lovely Rejante, who popped off last game on round 12 before bringing home the Dauber 11. Gonna trade it out. Number advantage looking strong for Wave Runners as Spike is being slapped on A. As slow motion gonna absolutely deny 666 on the Sova. And they now need to chill and hold. Getting strong control. Chill and hold? What does that even mean when you're Wave Runners? You push, you go. As Jerk gonna get 1 and gets taken out by slow motion. And I'm sorry, I got carried away there. I thought they're gonna play a semi-chill post plant, but they just said, nah, we're taking control. We're gonna push.
They're gonna run with the wave, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they've been doing. That's what gotten them to the semifinals right now. And you know, they had a strong showing there with what Dreamlands tried to do there. 2 early TPs outside of shower. I mean, they got shut down instantly. I don't think they're gonna try that again. Maybe they will, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna be likely. But they're gonna be stacking all towards A here. Meanwhile, Wave Runners, they're gonna play it a little bit passive, trying to get some early info on. They spot 1 showers, they're droning up short. I think they're gonna try to default towards A, but that is the site that Dreamland is stacking, and with that paranoia coming in, that's gonna be a little bit of a delay. Munchie just holding that flank, and now it looks like they're just gonna fall off, regroup, and try something else, which I think is the right idea.
Agreed. And as you guys can see right now, it is the lonely Cypher posted up on B. I mean, let's be honest. That's what Cypher does best. Throwing that slippery cam up in hookah. As to me, with a minute left, there isn't too much room. But then again, folks, there is a teleporter. But then again, Spike is also in hookah, so there ain't no fake coming out. They are going for it. Paint cans away, traps away, and they're gonna push onto site.
Yeah, it seems like they just have to hold for a retake here, and oh my goodness, they're able to at least take out 2 though. But again, it's only a bonus, and they kind of forced up in a 3v2 situation with KP again, able to take out Munchie, but gets traded off instantly. It's all down to Jerk in a 1v2 situation with a Cypher cam up, and this is going to be very, very difficult for them.
Jerk is he kind of posed for the camera a little bit there before he shot it, and I think he thought maybe he won't look at me, but rightfully so, he did. Good choice of paint can. They know, or he knows, that there's probably 1 long, getting swung, and Jet connecting a stinger to the forehead, bringing home the round.
Yeah, that was an interesting play. I mean, I know that nade was essentially to kind of bait out anyone pushing. Just kind of experimenting. Okay, is there going to be someone coming from hookah or not, right? And that's, I guess, the reasoning that Jerk didn't try to half it there. But Tezen able to just peek and just instantly destroy Jerk with a stinger. And early on, Tezen able to open up the round again with an early pick mid. I mean, Jerk again posted up. They're still playing too close A. So this is still a solid hold. I mean, as long as they don't keep losing people. Now they're spotting long B. They're trying to fall off a little bit, but oh my god, Verify able to take out Rejante. And now it's a 5v3 situation, and they're going to be taking B by storm.
Taking B, they are, and Wave Runners doing a really good job of picking out the Dreamlands crew. They have 2 bodies up, 2 lonesome bodies here against 5 Wave Runners, who are gonna absolutely swing and demolish KP, who was one of our star players in the last game. And it's up to poor old Jerk. He just chilling, sheriff in hand, going for a nice stroll on good old Bind, as he's gonna chill and see if he can get an Ion kill. Love that skin, by the way.
The Ion set is just so cool. Just the shot and the sound it makes, it just seems pretty cool. And I mean, he's really left with nothing to work with here. They don't have any guns down aside from their own teams. He's gonna go die to the bomb to get that ult point, I believe. Is that still a thing?
It's a good point, unless I'm not 100% sure. And word from the desk guys, I think we are gonna potentially hit a pause here or the next round, but yeah, there's the pause on the 22nd. Nope, it's going. We're still here. KP, we got a little whiff that KP was having some potential game issues, but let's see with 15 left. There she is. So coming back to desk here, guys. So far, strong showing by the Wave Runners. They did a fantastic job holding out the Dreamland squad, and you know what? We know KP's an all-star player. We need him at his fullest. This pause could be what we need to fix up his game and get him feeling fresh yet again. Endless, I think it's a little bit too early to get too prediction-y, right? Where we got to kind of wait it out, see how Dreamland's built some momentum. But Wave Runners thus far, you know, semis, they're making a showing here.
Yeah, Wave Runners came out strong. The first 2 rounds, they've dominated. It wasn't even close in that sense. And having bought that second round on bonus guns, not losing a single person, that's huge, right? I'm not 100% sure if Dreamlands did force buy there. It seemed like they did buy some sort of guns. So this could hurt Dreamland's economy right now because
Let's go. Keep it up.
no, actually they're able to full buy here, so they did save. So yeah, this is the round Wave Runners really needs to hold. This is the 4th round actually. So yeah, they did buy. This is the round that will actually hurt and destroy Dreamland's economy if they were to lose. And if Wave Runners are able to win this round on bonus guns, that's gonna be huge.
Huge indeed, as the positioning is so good by Jerk, taking Octagon control, not going back into sight as they jump out. Verify with a 1 and a 2. Gonna bring it home. It is Okin who's lit 6. 666 connecting with 2. That's what we like to see showing up here as Rajante bring it home the round. Dreamlands making quick work of that one.
Overall game plan, I think, for Wave Runners that round was just to get as many guns down as possible, because now they're entering a full buy with a crazy amount of money left still. So they're going to be good for the economy for the next 1 to 2 rounds. And with that being said, I mean, Dreamlands, they're kind of stuck, one with a stinger because they did get taken out last round. But nonetheless, 4 people have full guns. Jerk might be able to make something happen if he's playing up close or in a pretty good angle. It looks like they're going to try to default closer to A, having 4 people on the Wave Runners team outside of A, trying to work some default, and having 1 lurk out of Long B and Oaken. So let's see what they're going to be able to do here.
Slow default, definite change of pace. Financials looking pretty good all around the board, I'd say. I think Wave Runners is feeling good about it too with 3 rounds up, but then again, Dreamlands is you know, not to be reckoned with. Oaken gonna try and walk in and gets slapped by Ethos, who's backed up by his teammate there, as Verify and the Spike with Omen are gonna sneak their way into Hookah. Munchie, late rotate potentially. Let's hope Verify doesn't get slapped. Here comes the ult, trying to weasel his way into sight. He's flying. Does he have it? Yes, he does. Taking out 666 as he is now deep in sight. Jerk gonna try and counter it as Munchie gonna connect that off. And numbers are looking really good so far as Dreamlands. Ethos making quick work.
That was an excellent hold so far by Ethos, and I mean, with the help of Sky, and I think there's a little bit of lag going on our end, but nonetheless, it's a 3v2 situation, not in Wave Runners' benefit, and Ethos able to get that 3rd kill to close up that round, brings it to a 3-2 deficit, but I think they're going to be able to claw their way back here. If they win this round, Wave Runners are going to be broke. And yeah, it seems as if Jerk's going to be able to buy as well, so they're going to be on a full buy as well.
Thanks.
And now this is the round that really kind of decides the momentum shift.
1,000,000% on board with you, Endless. There's a definite shift that can occur from here on out. They got to play really smart. I think Jerk is posting up for, looks like a pick and a fall off type of situation. I was expecting some sneaky business as Munchie sending the drone through. They're heavily sided towards A. I think they're going to post up for a default as Jerk gets 1. Falling off, paint can coming out. He's about to be met with resistance, but good choice to send the boombot, forcing the swing. Really, really good decision, Endless.
I think the thing there, Wave Runners now is kind of playing very individually. You got a lot of one-on-one peeks going on, and occasionally they're peeking into their angles that Dreamlands are holding. So it's not necessarily the best play, in my opinion. I would kind of try to switch it up a little bit. Jerk has been holding some pretty lucrative angles to kind of catch people off guard, and it's shown, right? He's gotten that early pick on short by being on top of sight, and then he fell off U-Haul holding a solid angle there. Kind of used the boom bot to kind of bait out the shot on Ethos there, or no, on a slow motion there, and being able to take him out as well. And now this kind of leaves Wave Runners on a little bit of a pickle. Not to get back onto food or anything, but they're going to be a little bit low on money, being, having two members on Vandals and light armor, having one on a full save on a classic. It's not going to be an easy round for them.
Get out of my way.
No, definitely not. I mean, Wave Runners as a whole is in a bit of a sticky position financially, like you said. Dreamlands is in a great spot. KP starting to show back up as well, clawing his way to the top of the board on the sky this time. Definite change of pace. Is Verify going to spam? And that glitch pop skin, I love that. Love the sound that it makes too, but that Reaver too is just something. I will say Valorant's done an awesome job with their game art. It's super. Hunter's Fury coming out here as Munchie is tagged. He's not going to be able to get away. It's 666. Going to send that from a different area code and connect a free kill without even being seen.
That was a huge pick there by 666. I mean, getting that opening pick brings it down to a 4-person round. And especially with them being light on money, but Tezen able to take out KP with a swift knife. Ethos able to trade that out quickly, and I mean, it's still a 4v3 situation. Wave Runners still don't have that advantage they were looking for. They're hoping to make a lot more presence towards the Beast site, and now they have no choice but to really advance in. And Tezen, again, able to get another one and possibly get the third, but doesn't connect. And now it's a 2v2, which is the kind of even gameplay they wanted to see. But do they know? One's already back hall.
Question mark? Ethos sliding, knows where he is. Very good. Getting Verify. It is all up to slow motion. One. Can he connect one more? Pulls up the pistol. So he connected on Jerk. Gonna take him out. That was a decision and a half to pull out the secondary, and it paid off dividends. Endless.
And I think Dreamland there must be beating themselves. They had a full 2v1 situation. They had a 180-degree angle between the two that he really just had to swing. And as long as they peaked together, which I think there's some sort of miscommunication there, that flick back towards him, I mean, towards Ethos, I believe, it was just incredible. And to finish off the kill with a classic burst. And now, I mean, with this early push, KP able to open up the round, bring it down to a 4v4, but Oaken equalizes, throws out that ult. Now they know their game plan. They're going to group up A fast. They're going to try to get entries, but they get taken out by 666 and Ethos. What a hole into the site, but slow motion able to even it out. Brings it down to a 2v1 situation, and that's a very interesting TP.
Slow motion, gonna feel things out rather. Gonna fake the bomb. Has TP opportunity available. Let's see if he puts 1-on-1 together and hits it. Yes, he does, as he's gonna sit in there with 47 seconds left. Are they gonna follow behind? Nah, they smarter than that. They know what's going on. Oh, no, there's a camera. Surprise. Hello. They now know he is in hookah, and 40 seconds left to go. It's going to be tight. He's going to put it down, but KP and his lovely teammate are present as Rejante backing him up and taking out slow motion.
So slow motion there. I don't know if you caught what he did, but I totally understood exactly what he was trying to do. He TP'd, but purposely didn't leave the teleport because he knew there was a cam there. And on top of that, because that door didn't open, they thought, okay, he's an Omen. He probably fake TP'd to get us to rotate. But in the sense he didn't, unfortunately there was a cam there that kind of ruined the diabolical plan. But that was pretty brilliant in my opinion.
Well, analyze Endless. I'm basking in the glory of your coach Endless analyses. You always manage to deliver good analytical gameplay to us here. As full execute coming in, Verify, jumping on site, Satchel away onto 666 as Tezon posted up 1 and 2. KP gonna get the double, it looks like, as Jerk is just lurking away, gonna take out Tezon as well. And numbers looking strong for Dreamlands as Wave Runner is up 2 people.
remaining.
Rajante swing onto Verify as KP taking out slow motion.
You know, I'm liking this match so far. Another close match thus far, and it's really good to see, you know, these teams competing at this level, but no one really taking or running away with it just yet. And again, Bind being one of those maps where it's relatively even between the two sides, it really comes down to discipline, I think.
100% agree with you on this. You nailed it on the head. Discipline is critical, but this is kind of giving me a little bit of Dreamland versus Zero Marksman type vibes. Very tight, strong gameplay all around the board. They're putting up a battle. Guys, we are in semis land, right? Like, this is not some sort of walk in the park by any means. And guys, I think we are experiencing what we would like to call a little bit of lag. Potentially. Are we back? We're back. Endless.
We are officially back again, and I mean, 5v4 early start for Dreamlands, now brought to a 4v3, and they have bomb down in sight. KP sitting in sight, playing passive, just waiting for that pickup. He's not gonna risk anything. He's gonna let them come to them. But KP not able to capitalize on that. Ethos early on trades it off, and still, I mean, it leaves Munchie. I mean, not to think about being hungry again, but Munchie, last man alive.
The spike is here.
For Wave Runners. This is gonna be, it's gonna need a miracle here to pull this one off.
Yeah, you're gonna have to open the good old endless strat book here.
Silence.
Oh, the book is open. Chapter 1's been read. Can he connect one more?
30 seconds left.
Patience.
They have another full 180-degree angle here, so I don't want to say that they can lose this.
Last player standing.
But Munchie, he's able to lurk his way into sight. 15 seconds left, but Jerk peeks out at the perfect time, right when he was looking at the bomb to pick it up.
Jerk made the right call there, Endless, waiting, knowing that timer's ticking. He's probably gonna have to pick that spike up, and you know his timing was on point, given that you need about 4 seconds-ish or so to plant that spike. So well done, all around. Dreamlands feeling comfy here, 6-4. Wave Runners are definitely getting a run around here. I'm feeling a good rest of this game. Maybe a 6-6 half. Let's see if Wave Runners can rally here and bring 2 more rounds in the books.
I would like to say I'm thinking it's going to be a 7-5. I don't know the final score yet. I mean, let's see what happens with the pistol round and how Wave Runners are able to hold the defensive side. But right away, Hunter's Fury coming out. Jerk able to take out Tezen in the meantime, and 666 takes out Munchie, leaves them in a 3v5 situation. Full health on Dreamlands, essentially. And now, I mean, 666 getting hurt a little bit. Ethos able to clean it up. That's just a solid hold all around. It was flawless.
That was a mega, and I mean mega, kerfuffle on short. There was just a barrage of util coming out. Sky ult, smokes coming out, blinds. There was a whole fandango, and I mean, I would be so confused where to position myself in a situation like that. And Dreamlands capitalized so well, 7-4. Wave Runners in a bit of a tight position. Endless 8-4 half is the dream. Let's see if they can close it out. Moving into our final round of this half on Bind.
I would like to definitely see Wave Runners win this round. I mean, having that 7-5 half, it definitely will help them quite a bit. And that early reveal with that TP though, and Jerk able to get Oaken with only 2 health remaining. That's a huge opening pick. I mean, getting the value he can with that amount of health. But KP able to take out Munchie and Verify. Now slow motion trying to even it out, but it's not looking good at all. They're able to take this half 8-4 going into the second.
Dreamland definitely hyped up there. That was really good move. Rajante saying, I'm the classic boss now. And he does the jump burst and cleans that up. Dreamland's definitely showing up here and showing us what they're made of. And I mean, the last game in itself and just that momentum they came off on those two incredible last rounds that they had, the second last and the third last round, rather. And 8-4, guys. We have a tight game, but let's see if Wave Runners can rally. There is nothing dismissing them. We've talked about siding of maps, but you know what? Anything can happen. I don't believe that one team here is any less talented than the other. It's just about if they can work together as a team and make those shots connect.
Especially with Wave Runners, I mean, they started off super strong, winning the first 3 rounds. I mean, so be it. It was pistol, but the domination they showed, it wasn't a bare win. It was with dominance. I mean, a couple flawless rounds to start, and with that momentum that Dreamland was able to just take away and shift the complete 180, they've done an excellent job getting back into this game and just trying to run away with it. And right then and there, they win the pistol round as well, bringing their lead to a 9-4. And now it just seems this might be ending, I'm going to say 13-6.
Endless. A prediction happens once, not 8 times. Like, hello? You're changing on me left, right, and center, but you know what? 13-6 is a fair prediction, all in all. I'm going to... Yeah, I'll ride with you. I'll ride with you in the 13-6. But that round was something. I mean, KP absolutely bamboozled Tezon, who was posted up there at long. And by the time any kind of shot could be made, it was well too over. And Dreamlands was heavily pushing up long. So instant TP coming in. Jerk one with the stinger, gonna connect the shot, and that's huge. I mean, now we gotta take it easy a little bit here, guys. Why are we still contesting? Paint can. And slow motion gonna take out Rajante. Jerk is still up. What am I watching? Did Tezon just jumping? Classic jerk through a smoke. Hello?
I think he did, and to be fair, I mean, I didn't really make a prediction. I mean, I predicted a half score, which was wrong, but okay, I never made a full game prediction there. And with the start of this round, Wave Runners started off really strong, getting that aggression in early, especially being on the defensive side, which tends to throw people off guard. And it did exactly that, bring down 2 of Dreamland's players, especially with them being on a save here. And that's a good I guess value out of that round. And Athos able to take out the next 2, but ooh, Tezon almost takes out 666, dinks him down to 56 health, but it is unfortunately not enough. But here we go. Wave Runners, I believe, should be able to be on a full buy here. That should turn around the momentum.
They got to make the best of this gun round, as Dreamlands is more than asserting their dominance, carrying a strong 6th round lead. There is no reason to be panicking, as they're going to sit here and no need to buy. I mean, they cannot buy, but they're going to hold on to Stingers and an Ares and make another round, hopefully work in their favor, as we are approaching what seems to be like a closeout here.
It's going to definitely be a difficult round for Wave Runners if they were to lose, because they did buy up light armor with some of their phantoms, but as long as they play the range, which good thing they did fall off showers, because there's a good amount of presence there. Playing this round safe is exactly what Wave Runners needs. They need to be able to play that range, out aim them, and just play that long range battle, because they have the guns and they're prepared for it.
Yeah, there's no reason to get up in personal when they don't have to. 666 shock dart. If Omen was just a smidgen closer, that would have been a kill. Oaken, one for himself, traded up by Cypher. Ethos gonna pack it, and Tezon says, not today, my guy. Numbers up for Wave Runner. One more for Tezon, and Munchie to close it out. A much needed round for Wave Runners, unless that unfolded too quickly.
With Dreamlands able to get 2 out of Wave Runners, that does hurt their economy, because now, I mean, you're left with one Munchie that was just able to buy and verify, unable to purchase a gun. Meanwhile, Dreamlands having full guns aside from one person. I mean, I would say it's kind of even. It's not too bad. It's not the end of the world. As long as Wave Runners play a little bit more discipline this round and not die without any trades, I think they should be able to clean up this round.
Let's see if they can make that happen on list as a strong B take is coming out. Jerk once again. Alt in hand, setting it. Verify. Full blend. Gonna get taken out. The paint can, however, gonna do some damage on Ethos before he gets slapped. 666, one for himself. B commit still going on. Slow motion has the blend in hand. Munchie is stuck at elbow. They should get on side here. Jerk rightfully holding hookah. Plants down and let them hold.
I'm happy with my 13-6 prediction. I think it's gonna be pretty close, if not spot on. But I do want to see Wave Runners be able to rally this out and kind of go from there. Early on, I mean, yeah, they lost the people, but they're able to retake and down to a 3v1 situation. But KP able to get a double. Now with this ult running out, he's gonna expose this position. But Oaken able to kind of win that out. Gonna be able to get the defuse and bring it to a 6 on the scoreboard. I mean, that 13-6 is still possible.
It is. KP got a little bit antsy, I think, holding that octagon. He heard Oaken running up, and he just said, heck it, I'm holding mouse 1 and going for the pre-fire, but a little bit too premature as Oaken swung on him and took him out. Wave Runners, 6 rounds, bringing it back, slow and steady. We finished on an 8-4, so this is good. Wave Runners has managed to pack on 2 rounds respectively, actually, for both teams. Dreamland need to hold strong. No reason to get antsy. I like the presence that Jerk had in hookah, but I don't know. It's going to be tight here. Wave Runners need to step it up and hold that strong.
I think Wave Runners are going to be able to do that, especially with, you know, Dreamland being on a slight buy here. Not a lot of utility to work with, or guns for that matter. And, you know, again, having that range, but slow motion gets taken out by Jerk along with Verify. And now he opened up the round. They're just falling apart.
Player standing. Spike planted.
That is not what I wanted to see unless they, you said it, they are falling apart. That was just an absolute stomp by Dreamlands as they aggressed onto A, and it's not going to be too plausible to win here. I mean, Munchie, at this point, you have the gun. I would have personally tried to save, but it is what it is. Round goes to Dreamlands. The smell of victory. Dreamlands is feeling it. Let's see if they can continue to close it out. I still have hope on Wave Runners here, unless the 13-6, like you said, plausible, but let's see if they can rally.
I don't want to say Wave Runners is out, but that was the round that they needed to win. I mean, Dreamlands being on a light buy, now able to go full guns on the next with a crazy amount of money. I'm not sure why Rajante is on light armor, but that's definitely an interesting choice. But losing off those people, losing their guns, and just falling apart instantly. I mean, they're just not on the same page in terms of retakes or trying to hold the site.
No, that's more than fair. Unless I'm really rooting for Wave Runners here as Munchie trying to get a little bit of intel and no one really aggressing. So Ethos alt out. He's managed to weasel his way into the back of A with that ult, and Tezon doesn't seem to have a whiff of what's going on. He heard it, I think. He's trying to make 2 and 2 work here, but Ethos is going to be so clutch here. That bot, he's going to have to shoot his 666 left with 2 HP. Ethos 1 and 2. His positioning in ult was so good as Oaken Tezon on Munchie going to clean it up as Ethos knows what's up here on this.
Yeah, this is where Wave Runners are just playing it safe, you know, setting up the cam, setting up that hour drone, making sure that this Ethos kid with 1 HP does not take out any more members of their team. And they're just going to play it safe. They have bomb down. They're not worried. They're just going to play a crossfire, which is the ideal way to play this. And now, I mean, with the rotation back, they're all close to short. He sees his gun. Oaken able to just clean up that round. So a little bit of back and forth here. I mean, I'm liking the resiliency coming from Wave Runners. You know, being able to kind of claw their way back in. And again, I don't think they're out of this in any way. I think this match could still easily be anyone's to take, especially with the info that's going on. And now you can see Dreamland's having a little bit of a situation with their economy, not able to full buy here. But then again, I mean, looking at Verify, he's not going to be able to buy again, and Munchie with light armor. They still have the advantage this round. but I'd like to see them being a little bit more disciplined and passive.
Careful now.
Passivity is a good thing. It's about, like you said, discipline, passivity, understanding when to aggress and how to trade. And at this point, they're going to stick to a working recipe, it seems, as A is the play. Paint can. Oaken going to get blended, and Paint can. Hunter's Fury is out of the box. Ethos is going to try and make his way in. He gets spotted out by the Hunter's Fury. 666 going to take out Oaken. Numbers advantage looking good for Wave Runners as they get taken out, actually evened up. Can they get onto site successfully?
Right now, Ethos getting caught out in the open the second that smoke disappears. But 666 able to kind of bring it back in terms of kind of reviving this round. But right now, Wave Runners, their defense is showing up. And now they're able to bring it back. 11-8 right now. Do I smell
Tezon's, I think you are smelling a comeback indeed. Tezon's patience there in back of A, while that trap, or the cage rather, was right in front, was fantastic. He said, I'm not going to aggress. I'm not going to make my presence too known. And he managed to sweep up a solid 3 kills, 18 and 13, topping for his team right now. Wave Runners rallying. You know what? Some people just perform better under pressure in this. And I think Wave Runners is one of those teams. Finances looking pretty good. I mean, not the best. I take it back. Both in a bit of a sticky situation here, as Dreamlands is on a bit of a difficult buy, but Wave Runners is fully bought up. Let's see if they can continue to capitalize and bring home round 9.
You're right. I'm not sure what Dreamland's trying to do in terms of their economy. I mean, it seems as if some of them bought in order to buy next round, but some are down to 900, which I don't know if the loss bonus comes into effect there to be able to kind of get them that extra bonus cash, but I hope they're going to be able to buy next round. Nonetheless, Wave Runners right now having an incredible defensive side, trying to claw all the way back in, and this is definitely one of those rounds they need to win as well. Again, you have Dreamlands on an eco, Verify and Munchie able to start off by taking out 2 people, Tezon the third, and now it's a 5v3 situation. If 5v2 situation, if they're able to win this flawlessly, I think that's huge, because they definitely need the money and the economy right now.
Last player standing.
Yeah, slow motion deciding wisely. It is not the right move to go to teleporter as he goes away. 666 gonna send it out, gonna get double swung, and good trade, good teamwork as Verify backs up his teammate Slow Motion, bringing home another round for Wave Runners. That round didn't pan out. They got onto site and they, in my opinion, aggressed a little bit too hard. You can see right away the Wave Runners team kind of fell off. Smokes were out. They were playing the retake, and Dreamlands continued to aggress, and they just got picked off. Yeah, I mean, tough round, but Wave Runners is making good strides here. Or shall I say waves? Oh, that's a horrible one. I take it back.
Good strides. But yeah, now you have Wave Runners. Look at their economy. They're good for the next round at least. And again, like I was saying, Dreamlands, 2 of their players had to buy Phantoms, but light armor. So I'm not sure what they were planning last round. But Verify able to start off that round, and they got Spike. But later on, Ethos able to take that Spike back. But Tezon opens up the round as well with another 2 impact frags. And now it's down to a 5v2 situation. Another near flawless round. So economy-wise, if they're able to keep this up, they're going to be set.
They're going to be in a fantastic position, Endless. Tezon is definitely showing up here. We've seen time and time again the 2K and 3Ks for his team. Keeping Wave Runners feeling really good. As Slow Motion going to try and aggress a little bit too much on Showers, as Rajan Cypher posted up. They're going to pick him up with the Phantom headshot. Numbers still looking strong for Wave Runners. Let that be a lesson. There is no reason to aggress unnecessarily. Chill, hold your angles. You have a number advantage, and work the rotates if needed.
Sometimes, you know, you get in that zone, you get a couple of kills, and you're just feeling it, right? And that's definitely what Wave Runners are feeling right now. I mean, winning the past round near flawlessly, and now this round again, another 4 people still standing for Wave Runners. They're definitely feeling good here, especially with their economy now. I mean, their economy's looking really good. Aside from Slow Motion, I mean, I don't know if he's been the one that's been dying, but again, another save round on Dreamlands.
Endless, this is what you talked about the last round before. The finances, the accountants definitely having some question marks right now. Things are not lining up. We're in a situation where Dreamlands is yet again saving. Stinger's up enough to buy for next, given the 1600 and 1700s that I see, but it's not good for them. They, in my opinion, like you said, should have full save maybe. It would have been a better choice, but Wave Runner's going to continue to press one round to even it up. Verify making quick work of Jerk, gonna take him out. Tezon 1, can he get 2? Yes he can. Tezon showing up, bringing it home. Verify has it out. Ooh. And does not manage to pick up Rajante, who's posted deep. It is one man left for Dreamlands as he's gonna get swung on by 1. Can he pick up 2? No. Jet dashing into the TP, saying sayonara as Okin closing it up.
That was a very good decision to teleport out of that situation. I mean, he was not winning that fight. It didn't seem like he had a grip on that situation, but now, I mean, it's 11-11 tie, and Wave Runners proving us wrong. Just claw their way back in, just like you were expecting. But look at their economy. They're good for the rest of this game.
Yeah, their accountants have now erased the question marks. They're feeling great. They got 3-4K plus per person. They're in a great spot. Dart getting quickly annihilated as they are aggressing, and they're gonna push up a little bit here and try and get some info and quickly fall off as they don't see too much happening. Good decision, good choice to get the information, but Omen Smoke is there and Rajante gonna sneak and take a look through that with the camera as the A take is about to come out. Endless.
Yeah, with that one way coming up, I mean, they're kind of playing for a retake, which is okay. I think they have full shower control, if I'm not mistaken. But Tezen able to get Rajante lurking behind, and now they have a full retake available. Verify able to take out another, and now brings it down to a 5v3 situation. It looks as if Dreamlands is starting to fall apart, but Jerk showing us, hey, no, we're not done just yet. But Verify able to trade that out, and now, I mean, what a retake by Wave Runners. Dreamlands gonna be broke for the final round in order to force overtime here. It's not a good situation that they're in.
No, and
Match point.
I thought for a second there, to be honest with you, I was like, okay, Munchie is nowhere to be found. This is not going to work out. The spike got planted, and Munchie's still tying his shoelaces on the court, but you know what? It worked out in their favor. Wave Runners you guys can look here on the scoreboard, 6 rounds in a row. I mean, if that's not a rally by your team and a change in momentum, I don't know what is. They're going to be very proud of themselves if they're able to bring this one home and close it with a 13-11 dub.
It's a huge comeback so far by Wave Runners, and early on they're gonna shoot this recon down mid just to see if there's anyone coming in hookah, but that extra bounce might have just been too much. I think Jerk is already close up, gets shock darted, but able to run away just in time. But Rajante opening up that round with that amazing one tap here on Tezen. This is gonna be a possible overtime here, it seems.
Yeah, and I mean, all things considered, Dreamlands turning up when it matters, but slow motion equalizing as they swing the momentum back to their amazing good luck side A. Fantastic placement. Slow motion swinging, gonna get 1. Can he get 2? Yes, he lost his head visible. Munchie, 1 for himself, and just like that, Endless, it is up to poor Rajante in a 4 versus 1. What the heck was that shower pick? 1 swing, 2 swing, transfer, gonna get him. Can he bring it home?
Defenders win.
Slow motion able to take him out with that 4th kill. What a hold! Wave Runners coming back all the way from what was it? 11-6, 11-4 at the time, or 10-4. They came back. They showed.
Yeah, you know what it was? Endless. It was 8-4 half, and then it went to 10-6, and then from there it was just a wash. It was just all the way to the end.
Yeah,
I mean,
incredible.
It was. That was a match. I'm, to be honest, I want to hear your take on this as to what you think fell apart. I think what I felt was good teamwork. It just seems maybe it just honestly boiled down to the shots. Like let's just take a moment here. Can I say they could have done something different choice of util? I just think that Wave Runners was able to really capitalize on the shift. Their rotates were just better, and they held the site just that much better. I mean, look at Tezon, how he came off in that second half. I mean, he went from Jet has, in my opinion, two vibes, right? You have the aggressive Jet who's able to really get onto sites and make an impact, but then Tezon, I felt, at least
And we are back with our next match. It's going to be in the lower bracket. It's going to be Team Royal versus Able Esports. Now, I mean, we've seen Able shortly. We were supposed to cast one of their first matches. Unfortunately, we had the delays earlier on, so we didn't get to see them play. But nonetheless, both our teams have made a good run so far. Unfortunately, one of these two teams will be going home after this one and won't be advancing, but they can try their luck at another qualifier that we have going on as well. But I mean, Sam, any pre-thoughts on this matchup?
Guys, a bit of history here. Abel came off a 14-12 win. That's definitely a taxing situation, I'd say, mentally, coming off of such a long matchup and having to push so hard to close out. So Abel's going to be off of a win, of course. Going to feel good for them, I'm sure. But as we claw your way deeper and deeper into these matchups, definitely gets tougher. And a 14-12 may not be enough, considering we're going up against Royal here, who absolutely slapped their last game and clean house with a 13-4. So that dichotomy is there, and it's going to be very interesting to see if Royal can continue that, or if Able really just feeling good coming off that clean win, the 14-12, tough but clean win. We are playing our oh so favorite, oh so overplayed Ascent. Can someone please pick Icebox? Like, if it's at least not tonight with us here, I get it. That's cool. I'd be okay if you picked it for the mainstream, or next week even, or sometime. But guys, I'm looking forward to this matchup. We're clawing our way, and this is a losers bracket match here, but let's not dismiss it, right? This is a beautiful double elim. Nobody's perfect off the gate, I'd say. If you're winning, great, but at least a second chance to come back is just awesome. Um, let's see how it pans out on this. I mean, we've seen great Ascent play. I love casting Ascent. It's such a large and open map. All in all, looking forward to it. Your thoughts, feedback on the teams. What do you think is going to happen? How's this going to go down for us today?
I mean, I haven't seen either one of these teams. I mean, we've seen Royal play at previous events like Pit of Valor and things like that. Able, I think, is a pretty good team as well. I do know some of them from Counter Strike, so I mean, seeing what they were able to do in Counter Strike, and again, they've made it this far as well, fighting through the lowers as well. It could go either way, especially on a map like Ascent. It's a relatively even map, right? It's not one of those heavily attack or defense sided. It's really about how they play as a team, and whether or not they can kind of make each other, you know, pay for the little mistakes they make. So, you know, I'm super curious to see. I think they're all joining the server now, so we're gonna get into that agent selection soon. But I'm expecting a Reina or two in this game. I'm hoping both do play Reina, because Reina on this map is pretty strong, especially helping flash into B main off the bat, or even in A. I mean, she's able to really take control and help the team get into the site. And on top of that, again, you have the heals, right? You have the heals that just can come after every single kill, and vulnerability as well. I mean, that's just invulnerability. Sorry, that just helps quite a bit. Being able to get a lot of map control and with one person.
So, given my current deduction here, you guys can definitely see that Endless has a soft spot for Reynas. Endless himself does play a good amount of Reyna. We had that was a very in-depth review of Reyna, and we thank you for that, because we now know a little bit of Kevin's likings and what he likes about this game. So keep that in mind, guys. If Endless is casting, you better be damn hoping there's a Reyna in the game, because he's gonna pop off for you guys, and I will too. If there's two, even better. So getting into it, guys. I just came off a control break. If you guys don't have some, grab it. GLG10 is your code. It's an awesome meal replacement. You're on the go. It's a great option, guys. And TLP, thank you so much for getting us covered on this first qualifier here for Player Zone as well. We're on their channel live. And we are in the agent selection, as we are picking. How standard is it going to be? Is it going to be two Reynas, which is going to send Kevin over the edge and potentially falling off of his chair? Let's get hype in pregame at Champ Select. All right, I'm going to calm down now, but let's Reyna, hello, paging Reynas.
I don't think there's anyone that's going to be picking a Reina here, but You know, Omen definitely seems to be the play on this map.
Yes, sir.
Both having sentinels, both basically having the same comp aside from that Phoenix and Breach diff right now, which both are great flashes. You know, Phoenix being able to use that run it back, and again, you got Breach with the Rolling Thunder. There's so many different ways and playstyles you can play, despite both of them being flashers, right? So I'm curious to see which one will take the advantage. Both can be utilized quite well, to be able to really gain that differential, I guess, factor.
Yes.
You know, the run it back can be used either to get info early on, or you know, the retake on breach, right? And the retake on breach is just able to, I mean, that Rolling Thunder alone and the flashes is just pretty crazy.
Yeah, Rolling Thunder is such a big diff, and when used correctly, both on the attack and the hold, it's so powerful. I love Breach. I love the 3 flashes and the quick availability of the skill to shoot that out. Let's see what Breach does here. It's the first for us tonight to see some Breach action. Let's see if they can make it work out. But Phoenix, hey, also strong, lots of great util, great flashes for coming around those corners, and a little different play style. But first glance here, Endless, I think we're going to be seeing some B activities. That is poor Killjoy. Easy bake out on B here is going to face some turmoil. Or no, I completely lied. It's a mid take.
I think the mid take is the choice here. I mean, having Royal stacked 4 people at A, now they have full market, they have B, and now, I mean, Killjoy's just stuck on site, forced to play the retake for everyone else, and right now, Abel's going to be able to get onto site, but Charisma able to take out Volcan, and possibly another, but Fierce able to take that reality down instantly and be able to take site, but Blast and Defcon able to trade out another one as well, and brings it down to a 4v2 situation on Royal's side.
Abel in a sticky place right now. Definitely no lack of aggression, as Beckham 1 and Blast 2 going to pick it up. Defenders coming back in and going to get on that defuse right away and clean that up. And all's well that ends well. There's the defuse happening, hopefully. Yeah, a little pass me around. Decision-making factor on the defuse, as they're going to give it to the Breach to rack up the Rolling Thunder charges. First round to Royal.
That was a quick turnaround that Royal was able to do, especially with that retake. I guess Abel, well, Charisma actually did a good amount to kind of delay their site take in terms of falling to his death, and was even able to get 1 on that entry. So that delay that Charisma was able to do really helped out Royal, because the rotates, I mean, they were kind of forced to play retakes with the smokes up, but you know, with that delay, it gave them enough time to kind of regroup and be able to retake that site instantly.
That it did, and listen, looks like the mid exploit coming out from Abel again. Gonna whip out the good old repeat strat, as the Killjoy turret set up wisely underneath Boathouse there. As they're swinging full, same setup more or less, I'd say. Omen Smoke in the right place, and they're gonna try their hand one more time at getting on site. Door closing, and Abel situated now in a good position to throw the spike down. Can they continue to hold, or are we gonna see a repeat of last round with Royal bringing it home?
Well, this round has started off instantly different. They took site control fast and heavy, and now they have a 5v5 essentially, but Beacom and Blast able to even that out and make it well, actually a 5v2 situation now. But now there's another 2 trades. Wait! Oh my goodness, that evened it out. It's a 2v1 situation. This is still a very winnable round by U8, but unfortunately Defcon able to shut that down.
Super shutdown indeed, and I will say that matchup with the Jet and Market was something. Jet on Royal's side, apologize for catching the name right away, but patiently waited there to catch off the attacker there with the stinger in hand, waited and dashed away last second. It was Beckham, there it is, who waited so patiently in Market and managed to clean that up, which I think was awesome. And I think that for me was a defining factor for him to stay alive and clean up that kill. Royal, 2 rounds up, looking good and healthy. Abel gonna sit here and chill, Sheriff and Stinger in hand, and let's see if they can hold on tight. Maybe get an eco here as Royal is well gunned.
That's where it kind of brings it back to that second round force buy. Do you buy and risk the opportunity to lose 2 rounds in a row? Or do you just save and play it safe and gun up? And time again, we've seen teams force it. And Eric, I think, is able to just take out 2 people with the Sheriff so far. I mean, we know about the French people. They're really good with deagles. They're really good with sheriffs. And he's proven that here and then. Being able to take out 2 people instantly. And now they're going on to the A site, but Charisma is set up. Fierce able to trade it out quickly, get this bomb down, and they already have heaven control, which could be huge.
Last player standing.
Huge indeed is Eric gonna hold off Defcon on the swingeroni on heaven. Doobie, one lonesome Doobie against 3 able players. Well, that was a good one. Gonna hang out here and see if he can make something happen. Unlikely given the situation. They're posted up heavily. Doobie's just gonna chill out. He's got a bulldog in hand. I would not be in a rush to lose that gun. It would not be bad to save it. Maybe? Can we save? No, I think he's gonna try and commit here. I don't know why, but he's gonna go for it.
Yeah, with all 3 set up, knowing exactly where he's coming from, that definitely wasn't a situation that was very winnable, I would like to say. But I think he just chose to go for it because that was still a bonus gun. They're not too worried. They're going to try to buy up here and essentially win. But we do see Charisma on a stinger here. And that could have been the Bulldog that was saved there. But nonetheless, they have guns. That was the round that Abel was actually able to turn around, which is really surprising and very good execution here. And they're still on a bonus here.
Bonus here, heart's content, but Beckham says, I'm coming at you, Charisma. 1 as well as SML gonna take it out. 1 Beckham to bring home a second as Sova picking up onto Defcon, and just like that with 15 seconds gone around, 5 bodies are down. Doobie leaving 1 body left on the Able side, and they're gonna have to chill as Fierce 1 here. Stinger in hand, gonna snake his way around and probably gonna get caught out.
Yeah, instantly spotted by Doobie. That was a very, very aggressive round by Royal, and I like the way it panned out. That recon outside of B just tagged them, and there was just so much going on with that B main push and tiles push, and because Abel didn't really put anyone in tiles, they were kind of stuck outside B, and I mean the reveal got a bunch of them, put them into a stressful situation, and they just got essentially wrapped.
Wrapped indeed. That's a great choice of word. I like that one. I want to see Abel, the French land diff, come out here. Time and time again, I've been spanked on land by French players and, land ETS for those that know the good old days. But let's see if Abel can make some of that come true as they are continuing the aggression here. Defcon, flash in hand. He's going to counter this off. Killjoy, lockdown. They're going to commit. But Beckham says not today as he peeks out of wine. 1 of the 2. And they've done a great job here. Going to destroy that lockdown. Hello?
Whoa. Not enough time, not enough bullets in that stinger. But what's gonna happen? They got locked down. The entire team is elsewhere. They're good.
Spike planted.
Yeah, they are good indeed as Royal is staffed up to hold. Last Abel. No! Not today as Vulcan and Uwe say not today. Charisma, 1 in the back pocket. It is all up to the lonesome Charisma. As Defcon sending the Rolling Thunder, gonna secure this round with his entire life there. Can they swing together? Well done as he is totally concussed as Beckham takes him out.
Yeah, that Rolling Thunder again coming into play. I mean, there's not much else he could have done. He instantly got hit by it. Rolling Thunder is just so wide. I mean, it's hard to dodge to begin with, and with B site being so narrow once you're in the actual site, there's not really much to really hide from it or try to jump away from.
Yeah, Rolling Thunder has that conical shape that plays so well, and with the patch that came out a little bits ago, that ult now lands in front of you a little bit of the way. So it's great for an engage, for, like we said, a retake situation, not just for holding off. So Royal feeling great, not sweating at this point, I'd say, considering their last game and how they came off of such a tight win. Let's see if Abel can whip out some of that French mojo and bring some rounds back in their pocket.
You're right. Royal coming out super strong here. I mean, they're not showing any sign of weakness right now. All these retakes, I mean, they had the one round that Abel was able to swing around on that eco, but nonetheless, ever since that round, they've just shown how strong they are in these holds. And right now, Beckham or Beckham for that matter, boosted up on Heaven, holding that aggressive operator angle, waiting for someone to peek into this, and it's likely someone will, but it looks as if they're going to dart into sight, which will force him to kind of fall off, or maybe even still hold that position.
Bot coming back.
Yeah, they're shifting their momentum over towards A now, Endless, and numbers evened out. Here comes the Hunter's Fury. Doobie in a great position to clean up, but cannot connect. Uwe 1 and 2, or rather 1 SML, 1 for himself, as Beckham is fully flashed out. Full blind! Beckham connecting the shot. Huge, as SML coming out big. And right now, numbers are in favor of Abel. Beckham popping up with 1. Can he get one more? No! As Uwe gonna deny. And Spike now being planted 1 versus 1. Mano y mano, Endless.
Yeah, this is a tough situation. I think he did see a smoke come from Heaven, but he's not aware. He thinks it came from Tree Room, and that's so unfortunate. That was such a close round by Abel. They were almost able to turn that round around. And Royal staying strong. Blast showing why they completely destroyed the previous team 13-4.
Royal is feeling really good about themselves. I mean, they're continuing that same stomping momentum, 13-4, and Abel maybe feeling a little bit of the fatigue, right? They came off a 14-12 win on their last game. They had to hustle really hard to close it out, and that goes to show you maybe the skill gap here is just a little bit wider than we thought. Royal Revenge is holding their own 5-1.
Get out of my way.
And change of pace here. The textbook blend coming out. The Omen flash 1, 2, 3. Fierce gonna deny. And now it is up to yet again the lonesome Fierce one sitting in his fire as Beckham gonna swing. Who's they fix this running and gunning baloney? This is some he's holding D key with his blindfold on, mouse running, and just absolutely slaps Fierce one. 6-1 Endless.
Well, back to the running and gunning. I mean, Riot said they were going to fix it a little bit at a time so that people can get used to it. I don't understand the logic to that. I mean, personally, I think you should just switch it all the way and turn it to what it's supposed to be instead of, reducing it bit by bit so that people can take their time getting used to it and adjust accordingly. I mean,
The dart?
That's a huge dart to begin with to do a little bit of the damage there. Not enough, unfortunately, but now it's down to a 2v2 situation, and Abel can definitely win this round as long as they're grouped together. It looks like they're kind of far apart. They might be trying to regroup mid here or actually spawn towards A, and the way Royal is playing, they're playing pretty passive. I think they're going to play for the retake. I think it's best to do so instead of trying to hold the site on a 2v1 situation. So as long as they play together, this might be a very winnable round by Abel. But look at that. Royal, 2 of them already rotated A. And they're going back mid.
Yeah, unless they're gonna weasel their way into B side, it looks like, and just like they taught you in JK preschool, first grade, always hold your buddy's hand when you're doing things, right?
30 seconds left.
Always have a buddy, and in this case, no difference. Don't lose your bud. Make sure you can trade the kills. Okay, I mean, I'm not a fan of this whole go through CT tactic because they could have easily been okay, I mean, it is what it is. At least now they've cleared CT. They know there's nobody sitting But now would be a good time to bomb out. There you go. Alrighty,
10
now we're
seconds
talking.
left.
Spike going down, looking good as they get a whiff of that and they're rotating.
Planted.
My thing there is, I get Royal was essentially playing for retake to begin with and just gambling a site, but I mean, at the same time, I don't mind the gamble that Abel did by going CT. I think it was kind of necessary so that they don't die coming in from market from an off angle. And Vulcan able to take out Defcon, which brings it to a 2v1. This is a very winnable round here by Abel. They just need to play it safe. Time's not on their side for Royal, but Vulcan's able to just shut that down, bring them back to a 6-2, and hopefully this is the change of pace they needed.
I hope it is just that. I'm happy they worked together and they stuck together as a squad. They didn't split up. They didn't go try and clear different areas on their own. All in all, Abel, very happy, very proud of them for bringing that up. I mean, 2 rounds it's a start. Let's get the snowball, you know, building some momentum here and rolling down this hill, and let's hope they can clean it up a little bit.
Man, look at Beckham at a 14-2 score line right now. I mean, he's popping off. Was it 14 or 16? I don't know if I'm going blind, but it's one of them. And I mean, he's just out fragging right now, and it's crazy. Just seeing his ability to really change the outcome of a round, holding sights and not really allowing Abel to enter. And now you have this attacker killjoy lockdown, but it doesn't clear hell. So they're gonna have to be safe with it. Doobie's gonna unfortunately break down the lockdown, and just like that, it's a 5v2 situation in favor of Royal.
Beckham unable to connect, the knives in hand as Fierce gonna take him out. Doobie gonna send out the owl drone to spot what's going on. Picks up 2 enemies coming in, and they are quickly spotted. And did they get double tagged? I think they got double tagged there, Endless. That's pretty neat. I haven't seen that in a bit.
Mm-hmm. They definitely did get double tag there because both of them were lit up, and now I mean, being in a 4v2 situation,
30
they're
seconds left.
unsure if they should rotate out because now that they got revealed, the opponents might be flanking. But Doobie, that's all you need. You just need Doobie in sight, and he'll take care of the rest.
Doobie with the strong, clean, crisp lock, taking out 2 for himself. Royal Revenge looking extremely strong here, guys. 7-2. Abel's gonna have to really fight back at this point. It's getting harder and harder. The gap is getting larger and larger, and Abel should be a little bit worried. I definitely think they need the 4 rounds, Endless, to feel comfortable, maybe even 5.
I would say they definitely need more rounds here. 2 is just simply not enough to really mount a comeback. I mean, it's still possible, but morale-wise, it's a tough road ahead of them if they don't string along some rounds here. But that being said, Abel is on an eco, and what are they best known for right now is their eco rounds, being able to open up rounds with their sheriffs and possibly frenzies, but not really seeming to be the case this round. SML, no one bought sheriffs. That's definitely why. I would say it's because no one bought sheriffs.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I think Sheriffs would have been the deciding factor. Had everyone had that, that would have been a clean win, obviously.
If they had sheriffs there, I mean, they would have just opened up the site with 5 bullets.
You mean 1 bullet, 5 kills, right?
Yeah, I'll give it to them. I'll give it to them.
8-2, Royal, Revenge. Not too much revenge needed here at this point. I mean, they're feeling pretty cozy. Right now, they're just Royal. The revenge will come next half if they start losing. But Abel, I really want to see some of that French diff come out. Let's hope they can rally here and bring 2 more. As Beckham getting aggressive again. Beckham does not care! As Vulcan gonna keep his position and take out Defcon. Beckham is just fearless, this guy. Absolutely fearless, Endless.
Vulcan was so blind there. He turned to look at the wall and had no idea where he was. And that would have been a very good opportunity for Beckham to really push out there and get that extra pick. But again, he's playing passive. Now he's starting to regress, but Vulcan still watching the angle, able to get Beckham to equalize it back down. I mean, now they have a man advantage, 4v3 situation, and this could be that round that they were looking for. And now it looks like they're just going to group up tiles. try to work towards B, and there's only Omen.
It is all up to okay, but honestly, I should never sing on stream again. Holy cow, that was really embarrassing. I like my old that's my true personality kicking in there. Let's pretend that never happened. All right, moving along. Able, I think they may get this together. Their act here. Honestly, I wasn't pleased with how Beckham decided to push after getting that pick, but SML
30
furthering the gap here and giving them one extra body or two extra bodies up over Royal. Spike is down, and it is all up to Doobie and Charisma to weasel their way into sight and hopefully pick some enemies off. I can hear the Killjoy turret. There she is. She's saying hello as Vulcan won for himself. And gonna clean it up here, I think, Endless.
With that reveal by the turret, they all know he's stuck in market, but he's gonna try to lurk and get some more exits just before the time runs out and the bomb explodes. And I think he's gonna be able to get maybe one more and try to save the gun in hopes no one is kind of exiting CT, which is the case. And yeah, they're just gonna play it safe. They're not gonna lose any more guns. He's gonna play it safe, not die, and be able to save his gun for the next round.
The next round, and
in the half.
it is the last round, the one that Able needs oh so badly. Going back to what I mentioned earlier, I definitely believe they need this fourth more than well, geez, more than anything. Obviously, it's the first half. What more could there be? They need this fourth round, or else they're gonna have a really hard time clawing back on the second half here. Royal really strong. I mean, the momentum definitely carrying through from their previous matchup. We can see Beckham is feeling good. 18-6, operator in hand. Let's see how it pans out.
That was definitely the round Able needed as well. Like we were saying, they need to string along rounds here, and they did that in a good fashion. You know, not losing too many people. They have 4 ults this round for the last round of this half. I'm expecting them to be able to utilize it well. I mean, now you have to run it back coming in just to scout out the site. Oh, even get bombed down, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. The Rolling Thunder coming in. Unfortunately, that was just the run it back. So now they can still fall off after catching all these rotates.
Omen teleport is out and about as he is heavily nested in the back of B, putting that spike down as Beckham getting caught out. And numbers in favor of Royal as I speak. Fierce gonna pick one up, evened up here. TP was the play to get that spike down into B, as they're gonna make an attempt to retake Blast. Blind coming out, nearly missing SML here. Tries to swing him but cannot connect, forcing him to take the dart. Let's see if they can do Charisma. Fantastic patience waiting. Blast gonna clear out his logs for him as SML gonna get one. It is up to the lonesome SML here. Lockdown is present and accounted for. One, and he can potentially clean this up. Endless, can he make it count? As the Killjoy lockdown, yes. Oh,
Oh man, Coleman or oh man, able to stick it out long enough to win that round, and it gives them that fourth much needed round by Able heading into the second half. I mean, they just need to win this pistol. They can actually come back and turn this whole thing around.
turn this whole thing upside down, as Jack Johnson once said, as they clean up a clean round, and he got that lockdown for himself, which was destroyed the lockdown, which was pivotal, or else he would have been stuck in the back there, detained. 8-4, Royal. They're up for a battle. Let's see if Able is the defender-sided team that they are panned out to be, because they gotta battle their way here.
Able, the number one thing I would be afraid of playing against them is their pistols. And, you know, once you see them have sheriffs or anything along those lines, it doesn't matter if it's a save. They can still win the round, and they've proven that once or twice this last half. So as long as they're able to get that early aggression going, Vulcan able to push tiles and get Blast down, gives them that 5v4 lead. However, they're giving up a... They have to play retake here. It's still in their favor as long as they start winning these post plants, but Charisma able to even that out, now closing the door. But Vulcan's not going to clear his corner. He doesn't clear his corner.
Friends, family, if Endless has taught you one thing, is to always clear your corners. as they are pushing through. What is with this frenzy meta up in here today, guys, in these past games? Fierce, Defcon, one apiece, 2 versus 2.
Remaining.
Phoenix, Charisma with the Swarm. Going to get one, and Fierce trading it out. It is up to Doobie. Sending out the clutch dart! But there ain't no one there to receive it. Mamma mia. Fierce. Fierce going all the way to downtown to try and get the kill, but Abel closing it out.
Royal really being able to get that positioning early on, and I mean that gives them a 9-4 lead. I think we just changed the score wrong, but it is a 9-4 lead. I mean, getting that perfect plant spot and then Doobie instantly falling off and just playing for the win with the darts. That was clever.
Clever it was. Good positioning all in all, showing you that Silva is more than just, you know, your recons and drones. He knows how to connect the darts. He's done his math, his algebra. He knows how to line everything up real nice. And 8-5, Abel is definitely feeling better here. I apologize. 9-4. My apologies there, guys. 9-4. Abel has a bit of struggling to do. They're feeling okay. Nonetheless, I'd be very happy with where they are. They still have some breathing room, as pace definitely changing up. And we see a slow take here towards what looks like mid, and they're going to collapse. Is it going to be the textbook mid to B? Let's see if Fierce cannot hold it off. His blast taking them out. The map is theirs at this point. Let's see what they choose to do.
Oh, SML able to get that first burst onto Blast, but Charisma and Beckham able to just open up the round with another 2 kills, and Doobie cleaning it off. And just like that, 10-4 scoreline. Abel's gonna start panicking.
Abel is definitely in a bit of a pinch right now. 4 rounds, as tight as it is to begin with, but now, you know, you got Royal sitting on a crispy 10. They're going to have to do a fair amount of work to keep their head in the game. But you know what? Let's not dismiss anything, unless anything is possible. We saw a massive comeback last game, and I'm hoping for similar vibes. But, you know, looking at the scoreboard here, they're in a bit of a financial pinch. Abel's going to be in a very tough spot next round, whereas it looks like Royal's going to go for the bonus here with the gap. Good choice all in all, and it looks like a fast A collapse is coming out.
As long as Abel plays passive here and plays together for the retake, they should be fine. And Vulcan able to open up the opening pick onto Beckham, which is their top fragger. But do they know one is boosted up to heaven? This might be dangerous with 3 people up in heaven. This could be a collateral, but Fierce able to come from tree and spot him, which was huge. Able to get those 2 opening picks, but now they're left to Doobie, and now only 1 person up. Charisma stuck in hell, trying to fight his way as long as possible, but hey, they had a full gun round there. They only lost 1 person. I think that's good value.
Yeah, talk about good value and everything in between. Really good for Abel. Much needed round. We say that time and time again, but given the situation financially, they most definitely needed that, and I'm really happy they picked that up. Keeping their heads in the game here. They are not ducking out whatsoever, and let's see if this keeps panning out in their favor. Unless, I mean, Abel's gonna fight. They're not new to the scene. They've been around. They know what it's like to battle and to have to fight for the dubs. I have confidence. You know, this is a seasoned team, seasoned players, but hey, you know what? Royal's putting on a show for us too with Beckham there at the top.
Beckham is just absolutely out of his mind right now, and he's definitely been a big factor to Royal's success, but nonetheless, the entire team has been doing really well. I mean, there's still 3 of the Royal players that haven't even fallen to double-digit deaths, so Fierce able to open up the round with 2 picks, but gets traded off shortly after, and they're not going to expect Vulcan up close either. He's able to trade that down. It's a 4v2 situation. Charisma stuck outside of A, and now they know Doobie and Charisma are probably stuck, and I mean, they're kind of forced towards A. They don't have enough information to really fall off without expecting anyone on the flank, and this is their entry. They're going to try to take this in quick. They know that's a crossfire setup. Oh, the paranoia is going to come in, but they're not going to push. They're going to be patient, and I like that. I like that.
Doobie, hello, was that through a smoke? Gonna kill SML there. That was marvelous. His numbers looking a little bit better now in favor of Royal. Can they make the magic happen with 40 seconds left? I don't think there's enough time analysts to swing back to B. Is Killjoy gonna lace up the Nikes and run over here for a quick flank, or at least to hold off the rotate? Good
30
positioning
seconds left.
outside of B to secure the rotate out. And they have a good sense of what's going on, given the fact that Killjoy is not getting too much intel outside of B. Charisma gonna try and get the turret to peek some info out, and they're gonna start to collapse here with 14 seconds.
Last player standing.
Wow, Vulcan's just able to hide in sight,
seconds
being
left.
patient, and just prevent the plan. And there's only 6 seconds left. He's not going to be able to get the bomb down, but wait, coming from heaven late, able to take out Doobie, and now another round on the scoreboard for Abel.
Endless, I said it, and I'm gonna stick by my guns here. I foresee a battle and a half for Royal. They're gonna have to really push hard, as Abel's, you use this terminology often. They're picking up steam. They're definitely trucking along, and I think they're feeling better and better about themselves. Look at the change in the finances, right? You have team, they're sitting well over, 1,500 each, guns full, and now Royal's on a save. So they're going to have to play a little bit differently, and I really hope Abel can clean this up. They definitely need this round.
Definitely strive, and just being able to see them come back into this, it seems like there is a small tunnel, light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, it seems as if they're starting to get their defense a little bit stronger. They're on the same page, but early on in the round, Royal able to take out one and leaves Abel in a 5v4 situation. This attacker Killjoy is going to come in, this lockdown, and I think they're going to try to swing towards a B fake and default back to A, but Eric still here, holding a passive angle. No one gets attained. SML able to sneakily stay in sight and get 2 down, including the planter. And this is a tough round and a quick switch around by Abel. Wait, able to take out Doobie. Now it's up to Blast and their Killjoy to be able to hold this round with both players in tree room. Wonder if they're going to be able to expect this.
I don't think they are. I think the positioning is fantastic. They're starting to get a whiff of it though, right? You check Hell, spikes for long, but Charisma in a great position, and you're right, Endless. They did not expect that whatsoever. And it's up to Uwe here, dropping it, and he knows there's somebody close, but he's got a lot of work to do. He's gonna take it all the way. No, gets off.
Ooh. He still gets blast though, but that was a very close attempt. I'm not sure if the paranoia actually got. I forget who was standing there, but I don't know if it didn't seem like they did. But I mean, nonetheless, that flank in heaven, that was the one thing I was worried about there. I didn't think Abel would expect that, despite both of them falling from heaven, and kind of clearing that whole section themselves. I don't think they would have ever expected a heaven flank. And that's exactly what they did to punish them. No one was aware. No one was ready for it. And they're one round away from match point. And that's going to be very, very tough for Abel to come back from.
Abel's going to have their work cut out for them. I have confidence. I believe they can rally. They've shown that they can when they get their ducks in order and they really aggress as a team and retake together. And they just been getting, for lack of better choice or wording here, Royal's been working them. They've been putting them through the rinser with the pushes and the way they've been changing their sights and their aggression. But clear out here. Fierce going to flash to hold them off as that drone is full blind. They're going to continue. And here's what we're talking about here with the aggressive Rolling Thunder. Defcon flashing out for his team is Beckham. No fear, dashing in. Going to smoke off the turret as well. And they are on a strong take onto A here.
And they're just causing a bloodbath here. Abel not really able to get into the site. But what they've done, I mean, they're kind of falling apart in that sense. They're trying to hold the site. Despite it being an eco, they're not waiting for their teams. They're trying to get those entry picks as Royals running into site, and it's just simply not working. But it's down to a 1v1 situation. Blast able to get away with that paranoia, and that's going to end it there. It's now 12-6. We're on match point for Royal.
Spike here.
Royal rallying, able, trying their best here to clean up the mess and, you know, put some rounds in their back pocket. Unfortunately, has not been working out for them as Royal's been just one step ahead of the game throughout this half, 12-6. Let's see if Able can hang on by the thin thread that's left and battle their way for a potential overtime. It's going to be tough, but you know what? Anything's possible here on GLG, guys.
Definitely like to see Able string along a couple more rounds. I don't want to see them go out like this, but nonetheless, they've been playing pretty well. It's just the little things, you know, getting their chemistry together as to when to re-peak and when to really try to sit and hold the site and when to just fall off and play that retake. It just seems like they're kind of all over the place, but, you know, Blast able to even up the round 4v4 situation, and they're close mid as well in Vulcan, but he's going to get spotted. He has to fall off. Eric able to get Charisma, and it brings them to a good situation here. 4v3 on the defensive side. Not a lot to work with on the Royal side, but they're being patient. They're waiting for these peaks. They're sitting mid in hopes of a slip up on Abel's side, just to be able to open up the round back up.
Patience and discipline is pivotal in a situation like this. You do not want to overstretch your reach too much. You felt out the placement of the defenders, and likewise Able gonna slowly understand what's going on here. Will they come
30
back
seconds
towards
left.
B? Royal doing a great job here walking, not making too much noise. Smoke's coming out, and they are going to commit with 24 seconds. What is Killjoy waiting for? Get over there as they're aggressing Blast, taking out Uwe, and Spike being planted as they are well positioned to hold Endless.
Just like that, Royal able to take site control, even it up to a 3v3 situation, and have bomb planted. It's got to be looking rough for Able here, but they do have 3 ults, and they're gonna intend to use it. The lockdown coming in. Unfortunately, the Heaven's Fury, Hunter's Fury is gonna take that out, and Blast and Beckham able to bring it down, and now Beckham with that final kill to surround the victory. Royal wins 13-6.
Royal played their cards so well, and dare I say it, slapped the Royal flush on Able. Able fought their hardest. I mean, they had a tough game before coming into this, and I think that may have taken a bit of a toll on them. To me, you know, you watch a game and you get a general gist of how it feels, and to me, I think Royal just had better chemistry. Endless. I think they jived well together. They knew the concept of trading. They played off of each other's util, and that just comes with time and you know, playing with your teammates and understanding what works and how to work with them and each other's role and your place on the team. So unable, unfortunately, to close this one out. Really heartbreaking, 13-6. I don't know, unless anything you want to put on this. I feel kind of, I feel for Able. I really felt like they rallied there and they just couldn't close it out.
Again, it could come down to the simple fact that Royal had an amazing match prior, and with Able going to that overtime the previous match, it could be mentally draining. But, you know, the type of energy Royal really came into this, it's just unmatchable. But there's one way you can actually match that today. You can use code GLG10 for drink control, get that meal replacement, and on top of that, get that energy in. And who knows? You might be playing Royal next. You might have that energy. You might not be tired. You might not feel mentally drained because, I mean, again, drink control. They love to sponsor us. They love to sponsor you guys. I mean, we're giving away a free bag as well. If you haven't already, join our Discord, react to that giveaway channel, and we're picking a lucky winner on February 15th to win a free large bag. But if you're interested anyway, purchase your own. Use code GLG10 for 10% off your purchase. And, you know, we'll be back with more Valorant right after this break.